am570lasports.com/Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Solo voy con mi pena,
¡Órale!
lava mi condena, correré mi destino para burlar la ley, perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón, me dicen el clandestino.
Hi! Can you see us? All right. Thank you. Orange is red, brought nearer to humanity by yellow.
Gong it out, Vic. Petros and Money.
Órale!
Live on location. And what a location. Brewery X in Anaheim. 3191 East La Palma. We will be here until 6 p.m. It is a live on location special edition of the Petros and Money Show, the sixth stop of the PMS Chevy Summer Tour.
It is the Chevy Summer Tour, which means the Matt Smith QR code is on your table, and all you have to do, it is on their table, right?
I don't know. I don't see any yet.
All right, not yet.
Oh, there's Kate's with the slow down, huh? Hey, let's slow down, everyone, okay?
Just go to am570lasports.com/Chevy and sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado. Oh, here's the QR codes. Thank you, Joe. Joe just got back from Mexico, and he's brought the QR codes. We appreciate that. Sign up to win a brand new Chevy Silverado.
QR code for you.
Best-selling truck in all of California. Full size. We love Chevrolet, and every summer we give away a Chevy Silverado. And this summer, damn it, it will be no different. And at the end of the summer, presumably here in Orange County, just 2 events from tonight, Matt.
Exactly right.
We will have a truck here, and we will give it to somebody.
And by the way, how about a quick round of applause? Because damn, is it great to see all of your faces for Orange County, everybody.
Look at this place.
There we go. Love to see those beautiful faces.
Petros and Money Show is live at Brewery X in beautiful Anaheim, California. Maybe Uber here. Is there parking? Okay,
parking is limited.
Yeah, limited parking.
Parking is limited.
So plenty of room.
Mr. Unlimited cannot even find a limited parking spot.
Limited parking, and there's plenty of room. Every table has a person, but we can all sit together. We're outside. Right. We're in Orange County. Our troubles are over, dude. So all you have to do is Uber here or park and walk, because you got Chevrolets for now till you get your truck. and come on down to 3191 East La Palma, Matt.
Easily accessible. We all figured out how to get here right off that 91 freeway, Glassell, Kramer exit if you were going east on the 91. Can't speak to what that exit would be west. Maybe Kramer, I don't know. But the point is, we say it at the start of every one of these. Please do not be shy. Don't feel like you have to stand if there is no open table. The Petros and Money Show is a vibrant and friendly community.
Oh, no doubt.
If you see a chair, grab it. Share a table. Meet somebody new.
Even if the guy has a tattoo where he would normally have an eyebrow,
yes,
go and find out what's going on. You know, even if it's written in cursive and it's kind of made like an eyebrow, like the arch of a man's eyebrow, see what's popping with that guy. I'm sure he's very friendly.
And I would also like to point out, it's just the most patriotic tour stop we have ever had.
That's right, my man. Look at all these American flags and such. Brewery X is, I met one of the founders, and the founders are they're South Bay people, ex-Hawthorne Police, which is, Hawthorne Police, you know how much trouble they used to have with the Beach Boys, how drunk and disorderly the Wilsons and the Loves were, and how they had to be, punked once their families got uprooted and they built the 105 freeway. So Hawthorne Police had a rough time, and in retirement, they had to open this Brewery X because that Beach Boys family, that dad was rough. He beat the kids.
I mean, it just seems a little harsh to focus on one particular family,
especially
one that's
really.
as revered as the Beach Boys, the Wilsons. I mean,
the Loves, they had their issues. You see Mike Love and all that, and then
nobody likes Mike Love.
No, and then Brian Wilson had his. Oh, look at it, Steve Van Doren rolling up.
There we go, best friend of the show, Steve Van Doren.
Hey, Steve Van Doren, the guy from Vans. Hey. And maybe you could always roll up and just tell them you're Hawthorne Popo, and they'll let you in the employee parking here. And who's gonna say anything, right?
Isn't that like stolen valor, though? Like that's maybe something you don't want to.
Hey, I fought the Wilsons. All you have to do though is just roll up and have a great time and enjoy yourself. You might want to Uber though if you're thinking about coming, but we are going to be here till 6. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of beer. There's plenty of food, and we love the prices.
Exactly right. And again, the QR codes are being passed out. The nucleus of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour is a Chevy, and we want you to register. We had a bit of a question, a little FAQ, frequently asked questions. You will not get an email automatically in return if you register at the QR code. So don't feel like you weren't registered.
You were.
You are registered to be one of our 12 finalists to win that Chevy Silverado at the end of the tour. It is a beautiful day, even though the heat is eclipsing the 90-degree mark here in the inland portion of Orange County.
I think I know how I can combat the heat.
I was just going to say, do you have any recommendations? If you get a little bit hot, is there perhaps a place we could cool off?
Well, first of all, Matt's got the umbrella, but I'm out here like the Greek shepherd goat that I am with the sun on me. However, there is a body of water behind us, which I'm sure is deeply toxic, but yet it is there. Maybe it's like really deep, like a rock quarry or something like that. And there's like mutants in the bottom or something, fun like that. But either way, body of water. And if this is really a great and successful show and we don't screw up the music or the feed doesn't go down or something like that, we are all going to light a boat on fire and send Bert out to a Viking funeral and burn him alive at the end of the show. What do you guys say? Let's kill Bert. What do you say? We're going to fatten him up like the Red Wedding. We're going to fatten him up. We're going to feed him. And then we're going to put him on the boat. And we're going to light it on fire. And we're going to send it out to the middle of the reservoir while we all cheer like it's the freaking Wicker Man. Yeah, that'll stop the D variant, right? That'll stop it.
I would say so.
What do you say, Bert?
That's our sacrifice.
I know I wanted to surprise you. I know I didn't tell you before the show that today is your last day.
You have to ask my wife.
She's unavailable, Bert. We tried to call, but she keeps clearing us. So unfortunately,
at least you tried.
Yeah,
she cleared us.
Your pardon didn't go through. I believe it's an engineer's warrior's way of death.
That's,
so,
I hope you put on
Bert.
clean underwear, Bert, but they'll be so charred no one will be able to tell anyway when it's
I thought that's what an accident was.
So anyway, God bless you, Bert. Hey, let's hear it for Bert, our engineer. He's 500 years old, and he's out here withering like a raisin in the sun.
We have live music in the breaks as well.
We do. We have a band. Okay, you guys are called Life of the Party Band. Is that the name of your band?
Is that correct? Life of the Party?
No. Don't. What is the name of the band?
Life of the Party. Oh, wait.
No.
Oh,
The
disagreement.
Drummer,
Disagreement.
the bongo and the steel drum guy are at odds with the band name. I don't want you.
Paradise Band.
Life of the Party,
it's
Paradise Band. No, that's a good band. That's a lot like the Loose Prime Time.
This is like a Brian Wilson, Mike Love situation right now. We have got some issues already.
Thank God the Hawthorne Police is here.
Life of the Party, Paradise Band.
The Hawthorne Police has been through these kinds of things before with the Beach Boys. So I feel like if there is a fight between these gentlemen,
we're good.
That will be the Life of the Party, Paradise Band is not too long, and we can handle it. We are professional rated. This guy used to work at K-Rock. So we are in
come on, we got it all figured out.
We are in great shape when it comes to our live steel drum band. Now, the other way to cool off, aside from the toxic water behind us that is going to be Bert's watery grave.
Can't be much more toxic than your standard California beach.
The best part about this is for the next 3 hours, we're going to intimidate Bert about his impending death. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to be like, this is what I bought a chia head in college. You know, the chia head. And it was such a bad idea because it kept dripping everywhere and it was gross. And then I decided that the chia head has to die. But I waited a couple days and I spent a few days intimidating the chia head and getting face to face and going, oh, yeah, it's going to end for you, and getting really and then we took it out back with a bat. I live with baseball players. And so it's going to be like that.
So nose to nose with Bert in the next segment.
Yeah, get up there. It doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. He's only got a couple hours. So it is on and cracking, and we are really excited about that. And the other way to cool off, Matt, is to celebrate a Frogman Friday, right?
Exactly right. I would have forgotten. Thank goodness you did not.
Frogman?
McLean.
Yo, we the boys from the N. A-V-Y, better known as Frogman.
Sounds so deflated, Ronnie. The sea does not like to be restrained.
Frogman.
And nor do we. The only thing I really want to see on people's faces here in Orange County is a beard.
That's exactly right.
On a Frogman Friday, the Petros and Money Show celebrates the sea. This filthy body of water behind us.
I think I see a wave out there.
In Anaheim, that Matt is going to do a stand-up paddleboarding display on later. On Bert's skeleton.
Exactly right.
And Mike Nelson from Sea Hut.
I knew the voice. I had almost forgotten the face.
It's me, Cougar Norris. Hey, Cougar.
Cougar Norris, a juvenile delinquent who straightened out a year ago.
Remember that guy?
I'd helped with the straightening. He hadn't been around for months. How come today?
Hi, Cougar. What I mean, man, it's like great to see you.
Yeah, same here. How's everything? How's your woman treating you?
Oh, no sweat, no sweat. Hey, what I made the scene is you're birding into a Louisville like now, huh?
You're gonna have to play it over again for me, boy.
Crazy. You're flying to Hawaii tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bert's trying to run out of here. Bert's trying to get where's Bert? Damn it, he ran away. Don't let him leave. God, he's son of a. He tried to run away, and while we were listening to Mike Nelson highlights.
Oh, look, Steve Van Dorn's filling in. We're all saved.
Come in, Manila. I wish they wouldn't have done
C-Lab.
I wish they wouldn't have done Imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, look, happens.
Don McLean.
What are you, nuts?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We got to get that stuff to Florida. Do you know what that's like these days? You've got the freaking Navy everywhere.
You got to do this stuff for the listeners on the road.
Frogman?
You got EC2s with the satellite tracking stuff. You got the freaking Bell 209 assault choppers up the ass. We are losing 1 out of every 9 loads. No duck walk anymore. I tell you. Forget about money. What do you suggest that is reasonable?
C-Lab!
You're looking for me. You better check under the sea, 'cause that is where you'll find me.
Everybody all right?
No.
What happened?
Bert doesn't want to die.
He's
sending off his last text to his wife.
He's resigned to
I've
it.
always loved you.
Look, if you're going to die for something, die for great sports talk.
I was on the road once for a CES in Las Vegas in 1992. I had too much to drink. I have to confess my sins.
Oh, do you want to tell us? Kill a raccoon.
It was a long night.
Now, we have a great show today, but it's going to be a lot of Matt and I up here because the Chargers canceled the guest that was supposed to come. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. We've got David Vassegh to defend Kenley Jansen. He's going to blame
That's
it
what
on
everybody wants to hear.
Yeah, he's going to blame it on that noisy guy.
You know, the most important thing is what he was wearing. Never mind the save.
Yeah, last night was not an ideal night for Vassegh. So we're going to talk to Dave about the Dodgers closer who's blown 3 saves since Sunday. And we have Sweet James in the house, the Dead Spirit of Justice at 800-500-5200. And the kook of the day, one of the greatest Instagram follows in the history of the world, is going to be here. First name Kook, middle name Wayne, last name of the day.
Jonathan Wayne Freeman will join us at 4:20 p.m. He has sent along a note as he is listening en route up from the San Diego area.
Oh, it's going to be a hell of a drive for Jonathan.
He said, please ask the Hawthorne police not to shoot me when I draw my bug assault weapon. So
I can't guarantee
he is coming armed.
I can't guarantee that. I know for a fact that they shot a crossbow out of Mike Love's hand back in the 70s.
It's a different time. It's a different time.
You guys like that Mike Love action, don't you? All right, so we have Kook of the Day, Sweet James, David Vassegh, a whole lot of beer and Brewery X and the Petros and Money Show live for the next 3 hours. God bless you all.
We got a lot of prizes too, P. I'm
That's
looking
right.
over at the table behind Bert. If you come on down, it is not just registering to be one of the finalists for that Chevy Silverado, but today we, courtesy as we are your seasoning show of record anywhere in the world, our seasoning of the Petros and Money Show, Chef Merito, has blessed us. We love Lauren over there. With a number of spice.
She works so hard.
And marinade baskets that we will be giving away. If you weren't coming down already,
My man,
I'm assuming
I drove
you have
96 miles.
I need one of those. I need one of those prize packs.
I feel like Don Quixote.
We have Dodger tickets. We have Magic Mountain tickets.
Hey, who doesn't want to go there?
All right. It's always nice to get these things in the first segment. We have MMA, Bellator, Grand Prix, Saturday, July 31st at the Forum. Tickets with our man A.J. McKee, who joined us yesterday. He's taking on Pitbull. Steve Van Doren was kind enough to bring Vans gift certificates.
Steve.
Look at that. And Vans skateboard decks
to
give away. Round of applause for Steve Van Doren. Always a hero at these events. So we have got a host of prizes. Come on down. Tim Cates is going to be your MC during the commercial breaks for the YouTube and Facebook feeds. So when we step aside, know there is continuing content at those two spots.
There's been some contention about that.
There has been. Somebody perhaps, took some liberties.
You guys see the end of Dirty Dancing where Swayze's like, I always do the last dance of the season. But this year, somebody told me that I couldn't. But I'm going to do my kind of dancing with a great partner, Tim Cates, on the YouTube and Facebook feed. Somebody this year tried to take that microphone. Miss Baby Houseman.
Somebody showed up in what I would describe an MC-like outfit.
Yeah.
Like someone that you would see on a digital channel production, like a real wild and crazy guy.
A real hey now, hey.
Like, hey, here I am. Check me out. I'm crazy.
Howie Mandel in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, you know what? Can I ask the Good Times Paradise Band for something? Or no?
The
Life of the Party Paradise Band. Sorry.
Is that right? Did we get that right? Is it Life of the Party Paradise Band?
Life of the Party Paradise Band?
No. Band of Paradise?
Pan Paradise.
Pan Paradise.
Pan Paradise.
Paradise. We've changed corrections and retractions.
Corrections
Life
and
of the Party.
This is like Lady Antebellum, now they're Lady A. This is now
Why?
This is now Pan Paradise. I would like to ask Pan Paradise, as we really set the tone here, for just a small musical accompaniment, just for the next 5 minutes here.
Can you ride that level, Bert?
Yeah, can you do
Comfortable
it,
with that, Bert?
Are you going to be able to, knowing what's going to happen?
Can we feed that to the commuters of Southern California so they can get some of our sweet island vibe?
You've seen The Wicker Man, right, Bert?
Right, as long as I don't have to push the button too far.
You've seen that. You have to be
I
a
don't
virgin.
feel like you listened to a thing we just said, Bert, with that response. I'm going to be honest with you.
What?
All right, well, we all want to thank you, Racer X enthusiasts. Yeah. No,
Exactly
good.
right. No, you're good.
Yeah.
Wow.
This place is much like a great sports talk amusement park for adults. The food trucks make it perfect for us. And there is plenty of room. Ample parking.
Take an Uber.
We don't really have much of a theme, but we got these guys, the Pan Pacific Band. No,
Pan Paradise.
Pan Paradise.
The life of the party, Pan Paradise. Huh? How about that? Yeah, nod that head. That's right, bongos.
I think in about an hour and a half, Sam Fear, the master of the pan flute's going to hit us with a cease and desist. We don't really need a theme, though, Matt. While preparing for our big event at home last night, when I was trying to get inspired for our show today, I was watching one of those Batman cartoons on the Apple TV.
Okay.
You know, like a feature length. And my son, who's 9, started saying to his mother and sister and me, "Look at the boobies on Catwoman. Look at those boobies."
Is that right? He's a boob guy. He's not an ass man. He's a boob guy.
He's 9, and he's like, "Look at those boobies." And I did the obligatory, like, you know.
Made a big boner noise?
Well, I said, you know, we don't talk.
Is that what you think, son?
Yeah, see, what I said was, you know, we don't talk like that, Fletcher. You know, you got to respect women. You know, you can't just go around talking
I don't have sons, so I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, you don't, you know, my wife and daughter sitting there. I was like, you can't just sit there talking about Catwoman's
boobies,
pointy boobs. Selena Kyle there. Just watch her fight, you know, watch her beat the crap out of somebody. That's much less offensive, you know. She just could cuss the hell out of that criminal. And then I think about it and how we make a living, which is basically all day talk about booble and boobs and bootso slinging and helicopter in your boots.
Gets it from his dad.
It's a conundrum.
Kate's his crooked John. What?
It's a conundrum. It's really a conundrum I was faced with for the first time last night.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, "Look at those boobs. Look at the boobs on Catwoman." I was like, hey, you show respect. And then we're on the show like, "Hey, you see my boner?" Hey, you're like, it's, you know, "Baby, when we're grinding." You guys know that one? You know what I'm saying.
Kind of. I did the other end of the spectrum.
I mean, I just, you know.
And my daughters are like, "Look at the bulge in that guy's pants."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
hey, that guy's really filling his underwear. Check out that guy's freaking boots.
Stop checking it out, sweetheart. Look at that.
Hey, thank God, though, that we can come here and talk amongst ourselves in Wally George's Orange County, right? It allows us to be naked-faced and fancy-free with the Pan Paradise Band.
That's right.
Yeah. Wraparound Sunglasses Band, alternate name.
Oh, Jams, band of record. Look at that.
And we're able to display our controlled immaturity together as a sports talk radio show. And a fan base of mostly middle-aged men.
Great sports talk.
So let's enjoy it while we have it before they take it away, because they're probably gonna. Now, I do also want to mention this. Angels baseball and their super baseball cyborg, Shohei Ohtani, not in town tonight. They're playing in Minnesota. They're 1 game under 500, and they're playing Minnesota at 5. So we are officially the only and best show in Anaheim tonight. Now, if it was August 21st, we would have competition from Air Supply at the Grove.
Thank God. Thank freaking God.
That would cleave our audience in half.
In half, 2/3 would be taken away.
And Amy Grant is coming a month later.
Wow.
There's
Christian rock for days. Let's go.
Can't step to Amy Grant. But until then, Matt, we're going to do our kind of dancing with a great partner. And then we're going to burn Bert alive like the Wicker Man.
It's going to be great.
It's
really going to be great.
You know, that show was great until they went crazy and killed the engineer.
Thankfully, they had Craig. And they were on the air the following week for their Dodgers series.
Yeah, we're not going to go down for that. You're old.
Now, see, I got the Life of the Party steel drum band from San Diego, but
Listen, it's a working title, all right?
It doesn't say Pan Paradise. It just says lifeofthepartymusic.com. I see your face.
God, I love these guys.
They're fantastic.
I could stand up here till tomorrow morning doing this. It's the time of my life.
Is this some Buffett? I don't know where I'm going to go when a volcano blow.
I am indeed a parent ahead. Oh, this is great. Who's bringing the doobies? Come on, let's go. You know, the band. All right, we'll be back with more PMS. We got to give some love to the right-hand side.
Exactly right.
Hello, right-hand side.
Exactly
Thank you for
right.
being here. We'll be right back with the top story of the day. Kook of the day in an hour. Sweet James, David Vassegh, all the great sports talk you can handle from a great place.
Don't go anywhere if you're online at YouTube or Facebook. Kate's is grabbing that mic, and Ryan is going to try to wrest it from his strong grip. It's going to be great.
All right, you're clear.
A virtual experience.
You can't just wave a magic wand.
The Petros and Money Show can take you anywhere we want.
And for all those who support them, we are Granger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call quickgranger.com/safety or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
At your tickets, we got fans to go. What else?
How about you guys in the back? Just checking. All right. First question. What city did my father start dancing?
So they come to.
What city are we right now?
Food trucks. Right in the background, we got a great stage set up here.
COVID-19 prevention rules for the workplace no longer require physical distancing or barriers at work, except under certain circumstances. To learn more about these updates, visit saferatwork.ca.gov.
Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year. It's amazing because Discover is accepted at 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen report.
I hope I'm not colorblind, but it looks like kind of green.
Welcome to Parent Teacher Night.
All right, congratulations.
Yes, Miss Gardner.
Hey,
if you have one of those airline credit cards, you're probably not earning double miles on every purchase.
And most of the product.
My card only gets extra miles on some types of purchases.
Venture card. You are any travel purchase.
It's right on the side here. Anyway, can anybody name the book that just came out that my father just wrote? What's the name of it?
People forgive you for dressing like this. Sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado. TMS Chevy Summer Tour. AM570LAsports.com/Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
This is Petros and Money.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
From a secret off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier, this is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour.
I'm Vic the Brick Jacobs here at the Zendo, and I have the virtual haiku for the Petros and Money Summer Tour. Let's face it, I have been throwing down the haikus for a long time, but these are very especial. Gonna bring you one of the heavy hitters, Vassegh, heavyweight lyricist from the 1600s. Here's a taste. Plum blossom scent in the mountain air, through the mountain pass, and up through the mountain trails. Vassegh. Petros and Money Summer Tour. This is it.
In Anaheim, 3191 East La Palma. If you have yet to depart your location for our destination,
You're going to make it.
Please take an Uber. Parking has filled up. It is packed out here on the patio. Still plenty of seats, though. We encourage you to cram in with other listeners and share a table.
Unless you got a pontoon boat.
Then you know what? Yeah, bring it out. Bring it out. Pontoon boats, cigarette boats, jet skis. Let's get them all going in that beautiful reservoir behind us. We're going to be here until 6 o'clock. It is the sixth stop of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour. We're giving away a 2021 Chevy Silverado at the end of this whole thing in about a month.
Why don't you just describe, Matt, with your voice of the Bolts style, as the NFL season is just around the corner. That guy loves the Bolts right there. You know he does.
Love the Bolts.
Why don't you describe what was just happening during the break during our show here with our great esteemed guest here. First time we've seen him in quite some time.
Long time.
Our friend Steve Van Doren from Vans.
What did he give away?
He grabbed the mic and immediately started handing out gift certificates for pairs of Vans. You just walk into a store, you pick out your Vans, you hand them the certificate, bang,
you
pair
give
of
the
Vans.
Steve Van Doren gift certificate, which I've done at the Van store.
Oh, the people freak
It's like walking into like a British constable's place with like a note signed by Queen Elizabeth. And they all start freaking out. And they all start looking at it to authenticate it. And you're like, yeah.
Like, how do you know Steve Van Doren? He's a dear friend.
Can't be questioned.
Got it from his own two hands.
He did that. He gave away them gift cards.
And some skateboards. Celebrating 55 years of Vans. Had a whole bunch of skateboard decks. Gave those away. We have AM 570, LA Sports, Petros and Money, Chevy, Vans to give away. And we cannot thank you enough, Steve, for being a partner with us, a dear friend of the show, and you've done it once again, showing up here live in person at Brewery X in Anaheim.
No, this is great. Wow, what a setup, huh?
Isn't it cool? You ever been here before?
No, I heard all of the pub. I came over here Wednesday at 4 o'clock thinking to see you. and they said, no, it's not till Friday. So anyway, I checked the place out. I didn't know this place was here at all. I live in Fullerton, and this is just down the street from our factory that used to be on Batavia in Orange here. So we're in North Orange County here. It's looking good.
And you heard that people fish over here.
They do.
Yeah. So
right?
hey, if anybody's got any poles in their car, let's do it, but preferably before we send.
I get a pool.
I don't want to. Before we send.
Yeah.
Before we
That's
send
for your son Fletcher. Yeah.
Before we send Bert in there, because I don't want to pull Bert's carcass out once he's done. Now, Steve, you've been traveling. You've been really rolling all over the place. I mean, you hit the ground running when they told you could.
15 months of having my left leg nailed to the ground going in circles, and my wife, after 45 years, says, when do you get to travel? So I finally did, got on a road about 2 weeks ago and left here, Albuquerque, Oklahoma City the next day, visit our stores there. The next day, Kansas City. The next day, we're in St. Louis. A gentleman wrote me, and he says, my mother's turning 100 years old. I says, when? He says, July 10th. I says, I'm coming. So I made her some special shoes, 100 years.
Look at that.
Showed up at a party. There was 100 people there. They had toasted raviolis, right? And White Castle's 100 years old. And
St. Louis?
Yeah. So in St. Louis, showed up. It was raining like heck. And we had a great time out there. And then went to Chicago and left the motorhome and flew home. This next Thursday, flying out there for 2 weeks. We're going to be traveling all the way through New York, New England, and start going down the eastern seaboard.
How much have you enjoyed it, and how much did you miss it when you weren't able, like when you got back out? I mean, we felt the same way in our last event. You know, we started the show, and everybody was sitting there ready to have a good time, and it's just really humbling.
It is. It's been really one of the hardest things ever not to be able to get out. But thank goodness that, it's kind of a blessing sometimes. My father, who was just about to turn 91 about 2 months ago, passed away. So I actually got to spend a year and 3 months going to his house, going either bringing food or going to the outside venues where we could eat and stuff, having a good time that way and stuff. But
and wonderful tributes about his life.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They were unbelievable.
And you know what? Van's been working 2 years on a documentary about his life, his whole story, and our family. It's going to be coming out very soon. So
the book just came out too. It's a great read. Beautiful book, by the way.
Yeah, and the documentary is a gentleman by the name of Doug Prey. If you look up the documentaries that he's done before, he's done such an unbelievable job. We did sneak out. The company wasn't doing anything. They had a private plane, let me and my dad take it with Pete, and we flew to Boston. That's where I'm from. Got to go see my aunt. She was 85. His best friend is 92, Murph.
Oh, wow.
And filmed for 3 days there, safe, and then flew home and stuff. So it was pretty cool. So that's all in the documentary.
When you mentioned going to, Albuquerque or Oklahoma City, Tulsa, wherever, in St. Louis, when we think of Vans, we think of a Southern California style brand, right? It is a fabric of our society out here. How much different is it everywhere? Are they into different styles of Vans, or is it pretty much across the board the same of what people are into?
It always starts here and then kind of rolls east, and then, it depends. Europe might start some kind of a fad or whatever. But
not like a Van work boot that's really popular in Missouri.
Yeah, or those, no-top ripped-up shoes and stuff. That's real popular over in Nebraska and stuff, and then they send it back this way.
Weird.
That's exactly what we want.
Yes.
What's with these people in the Northwest and the Tivas?
Yeah. Hey, they just want something that, I guess, once their feet open, they might have stinky feet or something like that.
That's exactly right.
But that's okay. It's summertime.
So is it all checkerboard, slip-on checkerboards?
It's still right up there. Old school and checkerboards are all still there, thanks to Sean Penn years ago being Spicoli and stuff. But the wild thing, and I haven't been able to go international at all, is that starting tonight, skateboarding is on TV for the Olympics. So watch the Olympics tonight, tomorrow night for the street skaters. We've got lots of athletes that are going to be in the Park Series, which is on the 3rd and 4th of August. And Zion Wright, we have Pedro Burrows, we have Lizzie Amato, we have all kinds of great athletes all over the world. But you have to check it out. Wait till you see the talent that's out there.
Did you ever think that was going to happen? I mean, you run the U.S. Open a surf, and we know you built those beautiful skate parks, the ramps, the concrete it's kind of like a street scene to some degree, and that's what it looks like. I mean, it looks like what you've built all these years over in Tokyo.
It started 8 years ago at the Vans US Open. That same idea park started there, and then it morphed into going around the world. We built 6 different countries, those facilities, and now it's in the Olympics, so it's great.
Speaking of international competition, the great Steve Van Doren, our guest from Vans, one of our favorite people to be associated with, if not our favorite, on this show. Thank God for Coach Roach and the Brahmas that brought us together.
Go purple and gold.
But when do you think you'll be back out in Indonesia towing some dude into a wave, or Portugal and all the stuff that you usually do?
I know I'm going to Hawaii for the Vans Triple Crown January 13th to 23rd, where we're doing a virtual surfing event again this year, where they go and surf and take the best 2 waves and send them in. But we get to go and do what we normally do. We're giving away free shoes to the needy on the North Shore and having longboard fun events. We bring out our customers from around the world and have a great time. So that's early January this year.
Another thing, by the way, at the Olympics, watching Brett Simpson, coach up his team, is surfing.
Yes,
is going to be part of the Olympics as well. And again, something that you're a big part of because of the Vans and in your affiliation with Pipeline.
And it's great surfers out there, and it's going to be, they get to show their talent. So they're athletes like anybody else and stuff. Let's just hope nobody gets any COVID and has a great time.
Well, we know you got to go pick up your grandson,
Yes.
so you got to roll
karate
out
today.
Oh, go get him.
That's right.
Soccer tomorrow. I'm on it.
All right. The great Steve
Thank
Van
you.
Doren, everybody. Our hero from Vans. And, of course, your hero, too, if you're from Southern California. And, if you root for Diamond Bar football, it's a little bit more of a kind of a narrow niche audience. But that is Diamond Bar football that brought Vans to the Petros and Money Show. And, in turn, iHeartMedia.
Indeed.
Diamond Bar Brahmas.
He also left us a couple skateboards to give away. Do we do it on site? Do we try to do something for the listeners that are driving around that can't make it?
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
What are we going to do? Drive the skateboards back
to
Burbank and stick them in a FedEx thing and send them? No, let's send them home with somebody here. Somebody with 2 arms and 2 Chevrolets. And by the way, speaking of Chevrolets, why don't you go on that QR code right now and sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado as we give them away every summer here on the Petros and Money Show. Or if you are driving around.
Is this one of our cool generic beds?
No, I think we're going to try to make it happen.
Yeah. We're going to try it.
Yeah.
AM570LAsports.com/Chevy for all the information. We'll be right back with the one and only David Vassegh. Thank you to Steve Van Doren. Thank you to everybody for coming out. It's a little hot, but there's nothing that some cool beer can't take care of. We got a cool breeze right here off the lake. Thank you.
You're clear.
Hey, all those on YouTube and Facebook, welcome back. We're in commercial break here. The Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour, stop number 6. Thanks for being with us. We got prizes galore coming up. Thanks to Steve Van Doren from Vans, who was just with us. He was great. Thank you to him for all his great prizes, including skateboards that he gave us. We had a couple. This is Kevin right here. We had some great winners that won skateboards as well. We got Dodger tickets coming up next hour, Magic Mountain tickets after that. But right now, let's give away a family 4-pack to the 2-Bit Circus. You guys know what the 2-Bit Circus is? 2bitcircus.com. Make your reservations. 2-Bit Circus now open in downtown LA. It's great. They got VR rooms. They've got escape rooms. It's basically like a glorified adult playground without like all the naughty stuff. But it's not a kid's place. It's a cool place to go hang out. 2bitcircus.com. Check it out for more information. Right now, let's give away a family 4-pack at 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570. You got to say wacko because Wacko's working his ass off right now, doing the camera, running all the technical part. He's shaking his head yes. Caller 10, say Wacko, 866-987-2570. You're going to win a family 4-pack to the 2-Bit Circus in downtown LA. Again, if you're in the area here in Anaheim, La Palma, come on by Brewery X. Got a few spots left. Come on by. We're here till 6. I got Dodgers on deck from 6 till 7. So, and sign up for a Chevy. It's real easy. AM570LAsports.com, Chevy. Sign up right now. Even if you already signed up, do it again right now. Sign up as many times as you want. Back to the show in a few minutes.
I'm the guy who said
And I have the latest trade rumors surrounding the Dodgers coming up next on the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
This is Petros and Money.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
Hey, it's David Vassegh with your Dodgers Insider Report. And not only are the Dodgers exploring trades to bolster their starting staff, they're also looking at free agent pitcher Cole Hamels. That's right, that Cole Hamels. He pitched in a showcase for teams that were interested last week, and the Dodgers and Padres, from what I'm being told, are very interested after what they saw. From what I've been told, Chase Utley was at that showcase, and Utley and Cole Hamels were teammates in Hamels' prime with the Phillies. So if Utley gives the sign of approval, the Dodgers definitely would be interested to take a flyer on the left-hander to basically give themselves some veteran depth in their rotation. We'll send it back to Petros and Money in that wacky summer tour. See ya.
can't be here in person.
It's a great day to tell your boss you ain't coming into work.
You can be here in spirit. The Petros and Money Chevy.
You hear the soothing sounds in the background are those of Life of the Party, Pan Paradise Steel Drum Band.
Yeah!
Cannot thank them enough for coming out, really setting the tone for the 6th stop of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour. We'd love to see you, but we would have one particular request. If you have not left your dwelling,
you might want to Uber.
Think about the Uber. The parking, it is an industrial area of Anaheim, and the parking lot is now overflowing, and there are not many other options in terms of street parking when it comes to trying to find a spot for your vehicle. So think about an Uber, think about a Lyft. We'd love to see you. We're here until 6 p.m. It's a chance for you to win a Chevy Silverado, the 8th Chevy we will be giving away as a Petros and Money show. Register to be one of our finalists. There will be 12, and we'll give away that truck in less than a month. So we'd love to see you here. It's Brewery X, 3191 East La Palma.
None of this stuff happens in a vacuum, and we want to thank everybody here at Brewery X. We also want to thank Tim Martinez, Oscar from KISS, Wacko, Ron, Social Matt, and of course, Life of the Party, Steel Drum, Pan Pacific, Pan
Paradise.
Paradise.
They're still arguing over the name.
Pandemic.
They can't settle this. He's like, look, if you go to lifeofthepartymusic.com, that's our website. I don't know why we got to be Pan Paradise. Like, what are we
It
doing
really is. I hate to see the band unraveling, but
this is their last gig. Come see them. If you love steel drum music, this is your opportunity.
This is really it. And that Steel Drum Band is really, it has to be just that one extra thing that makes the event. And last time it was Warren G. This time it's the quarreling Steel Drum Band that makes this extra special. And seeing all the listeners all the way back to the food trucks, everybody drinking beer with their families or wives or girlfriends or same-sex love partners or whatever. We love all of you.
Cheers to you.
And thank you so much. It's so gratifying to be out here and to see you. And if you're counting down, it's about 2 hours and 50 minutes for Bert Weiner to live. Now, Kate.
Until the end of his life.
Okay. We get an update from Kate's on the scene around, but joining us now is David Vassegh.
The home of the Dodgers.
With an inside look at the Dodgers, this is the Vassegh Report with David Vassegh.
Now, this is going to be the most Cobra Wrestling-like segment of the day. We've got to approach cautiously, almost like Chris Pratt in Jurassic Park with the raptor.
I can't decide if he's going to come out swinging or if he's going to come out self-deprecating.
You don't know what he's going to do.
Is he going to disarm us with self-deprecation, or is he going to come out swinging,
not
looking for a first-round knockout?
Not to be political, but long before Trump was the president, that's what people would say about doing a business deal with him. They'd say, he's crazy. What's he going to do?
I don't know.
When he comes in here, is he going to act all crazy? Is he going to be nice? What am I going to do? He's already won before he even walks in the room.
That's David Vassegh.
He's got us by the ball.
We don't know.
We don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable. He might cut us.
He's the Donald Trump of intrepid baseball reporters.
Spectrum Sportsnet LA, MLB Network, Notre Dame High, and of course our Dodger reporter. Dodger Talk. He had Uncle Tio Pujols last night. Tio Albert.
That's a big get.
Going to be another great show tonight. It's the Dodgers take on the Rockies. Dave, how are you?
I'm doing great, guys, out here at Dodger Stadium. Watch Kenley Jansen run the warning track in the outfield, watching him include himself in starting pitchers BP. So, just trying to stay active, keep his mind fresh.
Did you talk to him after the game last night, Dave?
I did not, and he did not come to the podium. It was more about Dave Roberts and his thoughts. Will Smith came to the podium. Walker Buehler came to the podium, but Kenley did not.
Do you find it interesting that you and Dave Roberts take parallel blame for Kenley Jansen, and you're just a reporter?
Yeah, I really don't understand why. My Twitter feed and mentions have been flooded. I couldn't
even sleep last night, Dave.
Point out facts.
It's our fault, Dave.
Petros, all I do is point out the facts. Before the All-Star break, Kenley Jansen was one of the most dominant closers, not only in the National League, but in baseball. And the facts are, since the All-Star break, he has blown all 3 save opportunities, including 2 big ones against the Giants. But it's not a reason to pull the plug on him at this point in time in the season.
Dave, since it was Dave Roberts that was doing the explaining, I think what probably a lot of Dodger fans are wondering is you had ample opportunities to get him out of there. You know, and I understand the check swing that should have been called a strike and Noisy should have extended and got that out, but it was a shaky outing. And I think there were multiple times where, you know, he's putting guys on. He gives up that big double. That was a hard hit ball. Did Dave talk about why they didn't bring Pickford in sooner?
No, nobody asked him that. But in Kenley's defense, and that's what I do, I guess, he did have 2 He was 1 out away from getting out of that inning. But I guess the only valid question is, after Kenley blew the save opportunity is gone. It's a tie game after Ruff is walked and the run comes in. I thought after Dave Roberts got ejected that maybe he'd bring the hook with him and Kenley Jansen would be taken out of the game, and that's where Bickford would come in. So for me, that's the only question. But as far as the rest of the inning goes, yeah, you know, honestly, not only does Noisy need to stretch and turn into a first baseman, how about some urgency from Chris Taylor
100%.
On that ground ball? And it all starts with what Dave Roberts said. You can't walk with Bossler. You had 2 strikes on him. You let him off the hook. He turns into a guy that became a real problem running to second base hard. And that's what you're going to run into when you're facing a team like the Giants who don't have household names but still have the best record in baseball. So I feel like in that 9th inning, not only Kenley, but the Dodgers were caught flat-footed.
We kind of, you know, we kicked this around last year, and certainly it turned into that in the postseason when Julio Urias became the go-to arm in the bullpen. As you mentioned, he's blown all 3 saves. Now Colorado's in town.
Yeah, what are you going to do going forward?
What do we
if there's
do?
a save opportunity this weekend,
Yeah,
man?
does Kenley come out tonight? Does Kenley come out tomorrow? Do they throw Trinan's been their most effective bullpen pitcher. Does he inherit the closer role? Like, how dire do you think this is right now?
It's not dire at all. Kenley Jansen, like I said, has been one of the best closers all season long. And to put it in context, guys, Craig Kimbrell is one of the most coveted relief pitchers at the trade deadline. He's blown 4 games, blown 4 saves. And Kenley Jansen now has blown 5. So just to put it in context, it's not like Kenley Jansen has been as bad as he was last year. I'd say he's pitched a lot better this year. But for tonight, if there's a save opportunity, it will be somebody other than Kenley Jansen, because he's coming off throwing 27 pitches on Wednesday night, 33 last night. So Dave Roberts already said he's down tonight.
David Vassegh is our guest at the @real_DV. A lot of shaking heads and some angry Dodger. What's up with the Dodger fans, Dave? I mean, they booed this guy off the mound 2 nights in a row. What's wrong with the Yoyers? What's wrong with these fans?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think they're just emotional over the Giants. They
You're
had
emotional.
A chance to not only go into first place, but be in sole possession of first place. And honestly, I understand where they're coming from. Those last 2 games, I talked to you guys yesterday. It was a significant game in the month of July for a number of different reasons. Losing the way they did the previous night, having Walker Buehler at home, and the last time the Giants were going to be in the Dodgers' house. The next 6 games are in San Francisco. So for all those reasons, I understand why not only the fans were upset, but how about the Dodger dugout? I've never seen them lose their composure the way they did in the 9th inning when things were not going their way.
Dave, the one kind of term we always hear when it comes to baseball stats, a lot of people, you'll hear fan graphs. And they'll point to fan graphs. It's kind of a lot of those advanced analytics.
Only Joe Davis does.
Well, it seems like I hear it from general managers and other people as well. So in terms,
only Joe Davis and Matt Money Smith and your good friend Jonah.
Well, then you know what? I don't know why I bother asking, because they have the advanced analytics of field independent pitching that seem to be something that the data analysts that are in front offices pay attention to. And Kenley does not have a good field independent pitching ERA at all. Does that concern you? I'm asking you honestly, Dave. Balls get hit hard off him. He regularly puts guys on base. Like, that's not clean living for a closer. I understand the ERA and the blown saves and all that, but you always talk about stressful innings. And even though Kenley's got those sort of basic stats down pat, the advanced metrics say that he's in peril regularly when he gets on that mound.
Yeah, and more importantly than FIP is the walk percentage. That's the biggest problem with Kenley this year, and that's got him into some trouble. He's walking hitters at an alarming rate, 16%, and that's what was his undoing last night. It's not FIP or WAR or anything else. It's the walks. Simple as that.
Is that fixable?
Yeah, it's very fixable.
Are we too hard on the Dodgers? Do you think we are, Dave? I mean, considering Cody Bellinger's in a 0-for-25 slump, they have no Mookie Betts, all of the injuries they're dealing with, do you feel like they're too hard? Or should they be winning these games that they have leads in the late innings?
Yeah, I feel like the last two nights, obviously very disappointing, especially the way that they lost. And I feel like Dodger fans have been very spoiled over the course of the last 8 years, where a lot of things have fell into place. They've run away with the division all but 1 year. And it's not coming as easy as it did in years past because the Giants and Padres have closed the gap talent-wise. And I think the biggest difference between the Dodgers and Giants is the organizational depth of players. The Giants have been able to find players to step in for injured guys, while the Dodgers are scrambling and signing guys like Billy McKinney that had been on 6 different teams in 6 years. So for me, that's the biggest difference. But nonetheless, they still have the second best record in the National League, and they have a very good chance to get some of these guys back healthy. Seager should be back within a week. The only thing that's concerning is the Dodgers' pillar of strength was their rotation the first half of the year. And Trevor Bauer's situation, Clayton Kershaw's hurt, Tony Gonsolin has not looked like himself. They got David Price tonight, so that's been the difference so far, and that's the only thing that concerns me is where is their rotation going to be after July 30th?
David Vassegh, ladies and gentlemen. Spoiled and emotional Dodger fans beware. Not a dire situation at all. The great David Vassegh.
Like this show.
What?
What are we supposed to do,
Like
Dave?
this show.
What'd you say about me?
It's what we do,
Spoiled
Dave.
And entitled.
What?
Spoiled and entitled.
What you talking about?
That's us. Spoiled and entitled.
Shut your mouth.
That's exactly right, Dave.
Sitting out here by a reservoir.
We are the SAEs of radio. Spoiled and entitled.
We don't have our lion.
Get us the lions.
Where's the
for each
lion?
side of the stage.
I got to watch a lion tonight. I'm on Lion Watch.
You're the historian. I'm the social chair. We're doing an around the world party tonight.
Ronnie, our Rum Cannonball Good Time Band is on Smoko.
They're on hiatus.
Yeah, could you take us out there on Smoko right now? We'll be right back with more PMS on AM 570. We have 2 more hours of great sports talk from right here.
Great sports talk.
The place is filled with people, and we're having a hell of a time at Brewery X. God bless the Hawthorne Police. Stay tuned on Facebook or YouTube to win prizes with old MC Hey Now Hank, Tim Cates.
What's up? It's Tim Cates. I'm back here during the commercial break on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you sign up for the Chevy Silverado, am570lasports.com/Chevy, and make sure you sign up for that. You can do it multiple times if you want. You can do it today. You can do it all weekend if you want as well. am570lasports.com/Chevy. It's really hard to hear because of the band playing, but what's your name and where are you from?
Matt Reed, live in Chino.
All right, so this is your first PMS summer tour?
First time, yeah. First time.
What's kept you from coming out to other ones?
honestly, it's work. I've been working the whole time, so I saw this today. I was like, I drink beer there. I was like, yeah, let's go down.
Do you listen to the radio show at all?
100%. Every time I'm at work, anytime they're on, I always turn the radio to these guys. I'm a cop, so I'm in the car all the time, so I listen to the show all the time.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. So you got the skateboard.
Yeah. I own one pair of Vans, and I buy the same pair every year. And so the same ones. So once they were like, "Hey, what's the book?" I was like, "Oh, I saw it. I saw it on Instagram because I follow their page." So I was like, "Oh, it's authentic." So got Steve's signature on it and everything. I was like, "That's cool, man."
Well, thanks for coming out, man. I really appreciate it. And thanks for serving our country. Thanks for serving the community. All right, thanks. That's Matt from Chino Hills out here. A lot of great people. A lot of the luminaries from the Petros and Money Show are here. We talked to them last time, like Ryan from the Union and Silk and that group. They're all here. They're all over there. Trying to stay away from them. So maybe we'll catch up with them. Maybe not. Next break, though. Next break, Dodger tickets. Next break. And I want to hear from you on the comments right now. Comment on Facebook or YouTube. Should we talk to Don Martin, my boss? He's here talking to people. Comment, yes or no. Should we talk to him during the next break? Comment right now, all right? Back to the show.
Petros and Money.
Don't forget to do your part. If you want to keep the PMS Chevy Summer Tour going, you've got to sign up to win the Chevy so we can give one away. AM570LAsports.com, keyword Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
Pickup in California.
Chris in Long Beach has won the brand new Chevy Silverado.
Live from our AM 570 LA Sports Studios in Burbank and streaming live on YouTube at AM 570 LA Sports.
Link at the bottom to sign up for the Chevy is right there.
With the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour, here is Petros, Alive Mikes, and Mad Money Smith.
Orange is the happiest color.
Going it out, Vic Petros and Money live on location. Brewery X in Anaheim. Sixth stop of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour. Packed house, but still
Bless you all.
Plenty of seating. available. We'd love to see you. We're here until 6 p.m. Another 2 hours before we hand it over to Tim Cates, who's going to be doing Dodgers on Deck from this very desk.
The party doesn't have to end.
It does not. It can go until 7 p.m. First pitch against the Rockies at Dodger Stadium. But again, we want you to come down, qualify to win that 2021 Chevy Silverado.
QR code on your table, sign up, or if you're out and about, am570lasports.com, keyword Chevy. In 2 events after this one, we will be giving away a brand new full-size Chevy Silverado, the best-selling pickup in all of California. And bless you, Chevrolet, and all our sponsors, Sweet James, who's going to be here this hour at 800-500-5200. Is he already in the house?
He is already in the house in the back corner. He will be on in the back end of this hour. During the break, I was talking to Jonathan Wayne Freeman. He's going to join us in the very next segment.
What a stud
Instagram
he is.
superstar. He has got so many freaking prizes and gifts for our folks that came out. A huge thank you to Steve Van Doren, who came, gave away Vans gift certificates for a free pair of shoes, gave away 3 Vans 55-year celebration skateboard decks, joined us in the last segment, 2 segments ago, we should say, for a great conversation. Of course, talking about his father, Paul, celebrating his life. They got a documentary coming out. And we still have a stacked show, a lot of prizes to give away during the commercial breaks on Facebook and YouTube. If you're driving around listening, be sure to check out our AM 570 LA Sports pages on both of those platforms, because we're giving away a lot of the tickets and prizes when we go to commercial break on those video feeds.
Where is Tim Cates? I would like to get a YouTube update of what's going on with Tim Cates.
We got an update, man.
Because I know that we had some issues on the audio level.
There he is.
In
Come on,
in
Cates.
the very first hour, I know. But now there is a demand before Don Martin drives the 96 miles back to Agora, unincorporated
94 miles, Pete,
Agora.
and I'm going to do it in 32 minutes.
Before that happens, I think there is demand to have Don interviewed by Tim. How is the whole?
Oh, that's a great call.
How is the whole YouTube thing going, Tim?
It's going fantastic. We got hundreds of people watching on YouTube and Facebook. during the
Literally
breaks.
hundreds.
We're giving away prizes, and we had a great conversation with Matt. I don't think I see Matt, but I think Matt's girlfriend.
Yeah,
there
no,
he is.
we have
All right.
a lovely
Where's
couple.
Matt?
Yeah, no,
Matt won the skateboard.
Yeah, yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
And Matt is a police officer as well. And
Thank you for your
Got a
service.
heavy police presence here.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
They're
But
going to help us restrain Bert.
one of the questions was, should we interview Don Martin during one of the breaks during YouTube and Facebook?
And Don has
An emphatic yes.
Don is showing today that he, unlike one of our other executives, that Don is showing today in his T-shirt that he does relate with the blue-collar listeners of the Petros and Money Show. Now, it's a Nordstrom Rack T-shirt.
It is. It's a V-neck. It's got a
You
nice
know, I mean,
collar.
that's like a form-fitting kind of deal.
See, it's got the cut there in the middle.
It's
See, down
ribbed-
by the waist
it's
to
ribbed.
release it a little. It's a little relaxed.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
But the overwhelming response has been yes.
Yes.
People on Facebook and YouTube during the break, maybe the next break or the break after, they want to hear from the boss. They want to hear from Don Martin.
Well, that's going to be an exciting YouTube event. Have we given away any prizes on YouTube?
Absolutely. We gave away a family 4-pack to the 2-Bit Circus in downtown LA.
I love the 2-Bit Circus.
I know
really?
you do. We got a family 4-pack.
Save me a pair of tickets to that.
Just 2-bit.
we got
2-bit my ass.
Dodger tickets next break. Magic Mountain tickets coming up later on next hour.
So
All
it's
right.
really on and popping.
Oh, it's great.
What about our show? What do we have to give away?
You've got Bellator tickets to give away, Dodger tickets to
From
give
up
away.
here.
From up
We
here.
got 2 skateboard decks to give away.
Skateboards to give
We
away
got
as
9
well.
pair of Vans to give away.
And we got 1 family 4-pack to the 2-Bit Circus to give away here in
Is that
person.
right? What about Magic Mountain and Dodger tickets?
Magic Mountain's
That's
online
all.
only.
That's all YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube, Facebook, AM570 LA Sports feed is how you win those.
And the Kook of the
tickets.
Day is giving away all kinds of stuff, like you said.
He's got a ton of Bug Assault and Dark Seas and all kinds. He's got a box of goodies over there. Kook of the Day stuff going, and he's going to join us in the very next segment. I did see, Cates, I don't know if you were able to lean in and hear, but very much like the CEO or owner of an automobile corporation or maybe a refinery or an oil corporation. There was a meeting between the Petros and Money Show Listener Union and Don Martin in that last break.
Oh,
I saw it.
It was a high-stakes meeting.
Did he make the approach through Howard? Like Jabba the Hutt's guy
Look
with
at
the
that.
long thing?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that embrace, is the hug like, hey, I'm hugging you and now I'm going to kill you and you're going to be
Union.
buried in that reservoir? Or is it a
Union
friendly
boy.
relationship? Right, Union boy.
The union made the first approach.
That's what it was.
And the union, it seemed like, was doing a lot of the talking.
Did the union kiss the ring? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
They should.
You know, I think everything, as we learn in these, a lot of people have popcorn muscles and big wind in their jaws when it comes to sports talk radio, Twitter, and the text
Great
stuff.
sports talk.
But when we're all in person together, It's just a celebration of great sports talk.
Exactly right.
I mean, look.
Great sports talk.
One time in my life, ever working here at 570, have I seen a listener raise a hand to a host. And it was an elderly Latino man trying to punch Steve Hartman in front of the Staples Center. And he was like, I just can't stand what you say. And he started to cock back. And his son, who was there, cooler heads, was like, hey, Dad, come on, puppy. Come on. And Steve was like, it's okay. I understand. You know, the old man, he wasn't going to hurt Steve, although Steve's kind of a bitch. But either way, that's the only time I've ever seen a hand raised in malice in the history of sports talk radio. I've never seen anybody try to bow up.
Now, there have been threats. Well, we've seen people bow up. There have been threats made.
Never at these events.
Oh, no, not at our events.
I'm talking about like what on the text
yes.
or on Twitter. Everybody's freaking hard.
I mean, Hartman said he was going to kick your effing teeth in.
Yeah, everybody's Jason.
I mean, that's bowing up.
Yeah, I told him to do it.
Yeah, and then he was like, I don't want to do it right now. We got to go to break.
I said, do it. I'm here. Kill me now. Do it. I'm here. Kill me. You see me. But the point is, when you get in person, nobody's trying to act hard. Everybody's just happy to be together. Raider fans and Charger fans, Ram fans and Avengers fans. What?
I think that's right. Rams and Avengers
LAFC and Galaxy. Everybody's fine, right? Nobody's really. Now, Don has called him Union Boy.
Hey, Union Boy, you better dial it back, all right?
And God knows the Union has said some very unsavory, snarky things on social media about people. But when we're all together like this, we let bygones be bygones, unless it's Bert, because he's going to die. Bert's going to pay for his transgression.
Bert's had a hell of a meal, by the way. If that's his last meal, that was an impressive plate of tater tots and shredded beef and cheese and various condiments.
What food do you eat do you think would float you the best?
Oh, that's a great question.
You know, so we could just see your belly. Tell us.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Has your wife responded to our show's theme today?
Yes.
Which is a sacrifice.
She's hysterical.
Is she upset? Is she upset?
She's concerned.
I'm sorry, Bert.
She says, I don't know what these two are up to.
You know what? The truth is, Bert, when I started talking about it, I was kidding. But now it's sort of taken on a life of its own. And I feel like the crowd is kind of in a give us Barabbas type of, like they want blood. Like somebody is going to have to. It's kind of like, now maybe Craig.
Are you Pontius Pilate? You're
Yeah.
like, what? Listen,
I
know I planted the seed, but I don't want this to happen now.
I think
I gotta go pick up my kid. Whatever you guys do, you do.
I know Don Martin, literary man that he is, has read all the Mockingjay.
That's right, Katniss.
The Hunger Games.
She didn't die, you idiot.
I think Craig's going to show up and be like, I offer myself as tribute.
You sound just like him.
We were not going to kill you, Bert. Maybe just one of your legs. All right.
You're too late.
We're not going to kill you.
You're too late.
Yet.
Just going to hack a leg.
Yet.
I mean, I feel like the crowd needs to be satiated with violence. Yeah, right? I mean, I'm Greek. That's not what we're about. But the Romans and the Italians, we built great arenas for poetry and plays, and you guys filled them up with water and had naval battles. You're animals. But Bert must die. It's time for the word of the day.
He hurt me with his words.
I got my Italian sandwich.
That's a good-looking sandwich.
In honor of the Roman Empire.
Your word of the day, a bit of a theme, as we will have John Wayne Freeman on in the very next segment, a surfing word of the day. And the surfing word of the day is Surfside. A contest I was not aware of, but somebody sent me along from Instagram that is an annual. COVID knocked it out last year for the first time in over 20 years. But if you are in the Orange County area tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., they round up a bunch of old dudes that shredded the wave, shredded the gnar forever, and they do a 70s-style surfboard contest at Surfside Sunset area. It is a blind draw. When it is your turn to go into the heat, they pull a number. You got to pull a random board from the 1970s out of the stack, paddle out into that wave.
It's like a demolition derby.
And it is like a demolition derby, and get after it. There are, I think, 8 initial heats. It will begin tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Retro Surf Series is a really cool feed, actually, to follow on Instagram if you have not seen it. It's a lot of old pictures of Huntington Beach and Surfside and all the surf spots, mostly in Orange County, and they are a big part of it. Caton Surf Shop is a big part of it in Sunset.
Canvas.
And it ought to be a great event if you want to bring the family out. Get on down there right at the water tower and check it out. It starts at 7 a.m. The Surfside 70 series is back after a hiatus last year due to COVID-19.
And speaking of surfing, I know for a fact that this was the secondary location for Kelly Slater's special surf pool.
That's exactly right.
We could have been on the shores of something special here. Now we're on the shores of a cement factory, but that could have been.
What could have been?
That could have been something, okay? He chose to go up north.
Could have been a contender.
But that really, that was a great thing. Okay, real quick, I'll just do a quick number of the day.
Number of the day.
Today's number is 1. I didn't prepare for this because I knew Ronnie would get mad about the theme music. But if you're alone and you don't want to go home filled with beer and nothing to look forward to, tonight's the night that the new He-Man cartoon is on Netflix.
Is it really?
Yeah. Every dork in the crowd just exposed themselves. Like one in every 6 or 7 tables was like, woo! The hand went up like, yeah. But tonight's the night. Homoeroticism at its best. He-Man just in his little thing, and then just swolled up, and going from a small nubile boy to a big swole man, and and Tila with her big missile boobs. Tonight's our night.
What was that you started talking about in the first segment?
That's how we make a living, Matt.
Missile boobs.
Missile boobs. Well, look.
Does it affect our personal life at times? Maybe.
So many of those comic book guys, they didn't grow up with a lot of women around them. They were lonely reading comics at night. And so they say, hey, why don't you draw a woman? They say, well, why don't I draw?
I wonder what her boobies look like.
Yeah, why don't I draw boobies like 2 nuclear warheads? And that's tonight on Netflix with Tila's nuclear boobs.
Are you going to watch it with your kid?
Man, am I going to watch it with my kid?
I'm asking.
I'm going to bring all the neighborhood kids, and I'll be like, hey, boys.
Are you going to bring out your action figures and play with them while it's happening?
I got Moss Man already.
Check it out.
Moss Man's on my he's ready to go.
What are you looking at, man? What are you looking at?
And I'm going to be like, hey, kids, guess what? See He-Man, how he eats his Cheerios and gets all swole like that? You boys could be strong and muscular and hairless like He-Man.
That's a good message.
You boys don't want to have body hair, right? He-Man doesn't have any either.
Dutch boy haircuts for everyone.
Let's go. I got the bowl right here. Line up.
Let's get it.
You're not going to get a piece of those missile boobs with normal hair, I'll tell you that. And Man at Arms, such a homoerotic stash.
I've always found him
that guy shows up
wildly attractive.
Oh, come on. He shows up Santa Monica Boulevard.
Muscly, good-looking mustache.
Man at Arms ain't lasted 2 seconds before somebody swoops up. One of the queer eye for the straight guy shows up like one of the real heavy hitters. Takes that guy home.
He's got his own table at Rage. It's just right there. It just says Man at Arms.
Reserved.
Right there. Reserved.
One right there.
It's right there. Right at the front.
All right, Ronnie. How's it going there?
This is the song of the day.
Escapade is our song of the day from the Wynton Kelly Trio. Because it is a Frogman Friday on the Petros and Money Show, taking you on an escapade with stop number 6 of the PMS Chevy Summer Tour, broadcasting live from Brewery X in the city of Anaheim, where you can sign up to win a brand new Chevrolet, as well as other prizes to be had during the show. That'll also include the fine people in participation via the Facebook and the YouTube. And we've got Dodger baseball coming up a little later, as the Rockies are in town for the weekend. And Tim Cates will have your Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show from Brewery X coming up at 6.
Jonathan Wayne Freeman.
Yeah.
Bug Assault, Kook of the Day. You will not want to miss the interview. He has come armed with prizes for all of you that are here. We are damn excited. Instagram superhero will join us next. Come down and see us. Brewery X in Anaheim, 3191 East La Palma. We're here until 6 o'clock.
You're clear.
YouTube. Remember to sign up for the Chevy, am570lasports.com, keyword Chevy or am570lasports.com/Chevy. However you do it, get there right now. Sign up. It's a new tour stop. Means it's a new chance for you to sign up for that 2021 Chevy Silverado. All right. It's Earth and Mars colliding here.
Oil and water.
It's Ryan from the PMS Union and our boss, Don Martin, here at stop 6 of the PMS Chevy Summer Tour. Boss, what's going on here? Why do you have your arm around him?
You know what? This is a good man. Now he's taken many shots at me. We'll get even for those. He knows it. But moving forward, they say keep those enemies closer.
Unjustifiably in a position I'd rather not be in. I'm living in a nightmare. Oh, yeah.
A nightmare that he loves. Don't let him kid you. Where are you, by the way? You're all supposed to be out here. But at least they're enjoying it at home, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody's at home. The tour stop off the hook. We've got a ton of people here, including Nutball Ryan. One more time.
Well, the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
What else do you want to know?
Boss, about 4 months ago, we're putting together the summer tour, and everything was virtual at the time, and the first 4 were.
Yes.
And here we are out and about with people in Orange County. How great is it?
Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for participating with all the virtual tours, the first 4 that we did. These last 2, live and virtual, gives us an opportunity to expand this show and try something that's never been done before, including me talking to Ryan.
You know, union negotiations have begun. We want better rights on Twitter. We want Tim Cates to respond to every mention he gets, whether it's positive or negative. We want Don Martin to post 2 times a week at least.
Wow.
On Twitter and on Instagram.
Wow. Well, now you understand why you don't hear from Ryan very often. We appreciate you. We still have 2 more tour stops left that will be virtual as well as live. Would love to see all of you out at the next one. And if you can't get there, please join us just like this, virtually. We love all of you.
Sign up for the Chevy. am570lasports.com, keyword Chevy/Chevy.
Chevy.
For all the roads ahead.
All right.
Get a Chevy truck.
Let's go back to the show.
of the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour, you could go home.
We've got live microphones. Live mic.
Silverado. This what you guys signed up for. Now back to the PMS Chevy Summer Tour.
Play! What happened?
Yeah.
Why'd you stop?
Bongos.
Why'd you stop?
Going to get
Come
pizza.
on, guys.
That's okay.
Oh,
It happens.
Pan Pacific.
Life of the party, Pan Paradise. Look, man, he scored a conversation with a chick.
You're
He's
right.
going to check it out, man.
That's what happened.
He's got a chick that's after his ass.
After the inner circle cover
It's
with
okay.
the fresh vegetable rhythm, we just
That was
couldn't make
pretty
it
rad.
happen. It was
That
pretty
was
sweet,
pretty
though.
freaking rad.
God bless you all, and thank you. We are here at Brewery X in Anaheim. It is the PMS Chevy Summer Tour. We are having the time of our lives. Everybody is here comfortably.
Isn't this great?
Drinking and eating and having a great time in the hot Anaheim sun by this beautiful body of water, this reservoir right next to this cement factory. We love it here at Brewery X. And still to come is Sweet James Bergener. We've already had a very hostile conversation with David Vassegh. Our boss, Don Martin, is thanking the Steel Drum Band.
It's amazing.
And getting back on the 101. And we have...
I've never heard a noise so sweet in my head in my life.
If we could have some surf accompaniment music for the introduction of our esteemed in-person guest. Matt.
P, this is very exciting. You can follow him on Instagram at Jonathan Wayne Freeman. We bring him up right now, and many of you know him for his exploits.
Yeah!
He is the advertisement for Bug Assault. There's no better way to knock out flies and unwanted bugs than with the Bug Assault weaponry. You see him regularly on the Kook of the Day, as is emblazoned over his left nipple.
Our most powerful friend in social media.
No doubt.
By far.
No doubt.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the rousing response, everyone.
It was fantastic.
Appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you.
It has been a circuitous and compelling route to superstardom.
For this man.
And he is a local P. So let's get to know Jonathan Wayne Freeman, or as I came upon him, it's Surfer. I think it was Ultra Core was the name of the video series.
Look, we have landlocked people. I mean, Anaheim is, landlocked, right? But we have landlocked people like Leslie Cates, Tim Cates' wife, and she was like to Tim, like, who's coming to the show today? Eric Dickerson, Jack Youngblood. And Cates is like,
my wife.
No, the Kook of the Day guy. And she said, you got Kook of the Day?
Yes,
and he said, you bet your ass we got Kook of the Day. You guys know the Kook of the Day. I mean, this ain't like we're putting, it's not like we're introducing you to Webster or something here, before he got famous. This is a big deal, kids.
Big deal. Let's start with the conversation we were just having off the air, Jonathan, and that's 4 years ago, what you were doing with your life.
I was a night custodian at an elementary school.
Nice. Hey,
how about that, salt of the earth?
You got to clean those schools.
Got to clean those schools, and I was
those
not
kids
very
can't
good
live
at
in
it.
squalor.
That's true. That's true. I mostly drank at night. Don't
That's
tell
cool.
anybody.
I mean, you can understand.
Exactly.
It's good times.
No wet mop, just all dust mopping.
If you get high enough, cleaning a toilet, it's not that bad.
I feel you.
It's not that bad.
I've been through the worst.
It's not that bad.
And yet here we are. I don't even know how many, 100,000, 70,000, a million Instagram followers later.
Yeah.
It is a giant number. How did we get here? Like, where did this whole path start?
I started recording videos at night as a lonely, sad, depressed janitor, and people responded to it. They were like, yeah, I can understand your depression and your sadness. Started filming it, and then Kook of the Day found me, and they said, John, we want to put you on the site. So they put me on the site, and I've never been good at anything. I've been told my entire life that I'm not coachable, whatever that means. So here I am now. I just started posting videos of my daily life, and now I'm on the Petros and Money Show, and it's a dream come true.
Yeah! Now, what was the Kook of the Day before you got there? I mean, I'm not aware of the two things being mutually exclusive.
So the Kook of the Day came about because, we're all beginners and kooks in whatever activity at some point. So we started filming people.
So you get good at surfing and you get swole ass shoulders and arms like Matt Smith, right?
This guy's no joke. This guy's a big time ripper.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Talk about homoeroticism with He-Man tonight. Just watch Matt out there just surfing it up, doing his thing.
And they wanted more personalities to kind of take the direction of the Instagram page with like surf reports and funny videos. So I started posting on there. And because I have such an authentic kookness to me, people thought it was all real, which it's about 98% real. So it hit and everybody liked it. And yeah, I'd like to say one thing first.
Please.
I used to be a police officer in Anaheim for 6 months. They fired me. I wasn't good at the job.
But you went through the training and all that?
I did the training. I did not pass probation for very good reasons. I do not own a firearm anymore, but it's good to be back in Anaheim.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
I patrol these mean streets.
Now, you might not have a firearm anymore, but you certainly have protective glasses.
I do, and I wore these for very obvious reasons. There's a lot of people here, and you can never be too safe.
The kook of the day is here, and he is our hero. Jonathan, we got to ask you, when was the first time you ever heard the word kook?
Oh, probably when I was
when I first saw it, it was written down, and I was like, what's a cook?
Yeah. My dad called me a lot of other names.
Sure.
Kook wasn't really in there.
It said no cooks.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, no cooks.
No, I'm an inland kid. Like as surfers, I always thought we're kind of gnarly and mean, but I was attracted to the sport. So I'm a kook. I was in the beginning. I still am. I've been doing it 26 years, and I still suck at it, but I love it. So I get called a kook pretty much every day. So I figured might as well put your name on it, brand it, since I hear it all the time anyways.
Is there anything that you put on or consider putting on, like the Zinca or whatever, where you're like, no, this
is a bridge too far.
This is too much.
There's
much of a kook vibe here.
Absolutely not. If you're enjoying yourself in the water, who cares? Be true to yourself.
Yeah, but what about ape gloves? What if you saw a dude out there, because when I was a kid, I was the most proud of my ape gloves, aquatic propulsion equipment, and they were like webbed hand gloves. And I was like, nothing can stop me with these. I will conquer these
Torrance have no chance.
Torrance Beach is mine.
There are so many signals that someone's a kook. The gloves, the web gloves, that's one of them.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a huge one. You can use your own hands to paddle just as fast.
Still
Someone made a
tighter.
lot of money selling those, though.
What about the guy that body surfs with like the handle thing with the leash on it? Like it's like that guy.
Yeah,
and that guy's usually about 55 years old, kind of swollen the upper body, and he's like, look at this thing. You guys don't know what you're doing. I got, what about that guy?
Again, I'm an inland guy. I come from the inland, and a lot of people at the beach are dorks and they're jerks. Do whatever you love. Have fun at the ocean. But yeah, that's a little kooky. It's a little kooky.
A little?
Petros did the bug assault as like a word of the day, I want to say.
Come on.
You saw the infomercial.
Look at that thing.
It caught your attention. And the star of that infomercial is none other than Jonathan Wayne Freeman. Star of the bug assault infomercial.
My goodness.
Right when the slap chop guy's life fell apart, Jonathan came up.
So walk us through the bug assault that so captured your attention, P, that you made it a word of the day, and exactly now that we have it in front of us, how this thing works.
When I look at his guns, I think, like, do you feel lucky? Like, that's some real...
That's a hell of a chamber that they got going
The bug
on.
assault is a thing where you shoot salt at bugs, and you kill the bugs, but I couldn't believe...
Look at that. Oh, it's got a nitrous cartridge.
I couldn't believe that, like, how accurate do you have to be? Like, how many shots do you have to take at a fly before you actually kill it?
Well, the traditional bug assault, I brought a few with me. If you guys are lucky, I'll pass them out. Brought a ton of shirts, all the good stuff. We're going to hook you guys up today. We got shirts, we got everything. But this is the new Shredder, and it's designed for larger prey, such as cockroaches and scorpions.
So what do you, like, does it kill them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How fast does it shoot?
Really fast. It's shooting out a CO2 cartridge. This was designed with Crossman Air Guns, who makes all the pellet guns. So when this salt hits them, it tears them apart.
It shreds them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shredder.
Now, what happens if we shoot Matt or somebody with it? Like, how does this hurt?
That is not recommended, Petros.
Is that right?
Although people do that on occasion, which we do not encourage.
Okay, but it is that's a bit of an issue.
Do it. Yeah. Do it.
No, we're not going to shoot each other, but if there's a bug,
right.
I mean, we'll
knock
take
it straight
if
out of the
a
sky.
fly lands here, what can you do? I'll have to take action.
So you've gone from custodial arts
yes.
to website glory and commercial success killing bugs.
Yes.
With salt.
Yeah, and I have no idea how it happened other than I thank the man who made the iPhone. I think he might be dead, but God bless him wherever he is. I just picked up the phone and started messing around and couldn't be more stoked to be here. Dude.
Next thing you
It's
know, you're
awesome.
the face of bug assault. What about your athleticism and your athletic? We've seen you in the waves. Every now and then we'll get a video of you shredding.
He's not a bad looking
Getting
guy.
after it. No,
Thank
good looking guy. What about your
He's got an air about him.
Wife told me to shave the neck beard, but I said
whatever.
I'd do what I want. I said I'd do what I want, honey. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it for the show.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about high school athletics? Give us your
High
background
school
in high school athletics.
Well, I was
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Lee Senegal High School, home of the Fighting Wolverines.
That ain't inland. I thought you're like from Riverside or
I was
something.
born in Mission Viejo.
Mission Viejo.
Petros, if you are 10 miles inland or more, the beach doesn't even, they don't even
I
acknowledge
mean, in
it.
fairness, P, you did say Inland Empire.
These are wealthy
you
people.
Did say
These are
Inland
wealthy
Empire.
folks.
Mission Viejo is a beach.
The coastal community is very judgmental. I was 10 miles inland. I was an outcast.
I mean, you made it sound like you were coming from Irwindale.
The Salton Sea.
Well, Mission Viejo, deep Mission Viejo.
So when I went to the beach, they thought I was a kook.
I'm talking Saddleback Mountain. I was at the base. But I played.
That's like coming down off the mountain like Moses. I mean, how did you even what was the first time you saw a car?
Oh, yeah, it was early on. Yeah, I was a big kid. I went through the puberty early. I failed kindergarten. I had to go through twice. My mom held me back, so I was 15 when I was a freshman in high school. It's a little old. I was big. I was team captain on my high school football team. Returned.
Diablos.
No, that's Mission Viejo.
Oh, no, you were
Lee Senegal Wolverines. It was a new school, so
that's right. You were a charter class guy.
If you're new, they take anybody on the team because everyone sucks. So I was bigger, so they let me play. I returned the first punt. And then when I was 18, I wanted to play water polo, but I'd never played before. So they put me on frosh soft, and I seriously screwed up those freshmen. I scored 10 points a game, just smashing them, elbows, everything. It was awesome. Didn't let her, though. And I also was a high school.
Not let her?
I was a high school.
How did you not let her if you were killing it?
Stuff happens. I was a high school musical theater guy before it was cool. Took a lot of crap. I can sing a song.
But you know what about the high school? Let me ask you this about the high school musical theater, because I found this. I used to judge, and I grew up in the time of AIDS. So, if a girl kissed like three guys, you're like, oh, she got AIDS, We were idiots. I mean, we were really idiots.
Very hard time.
I don't want to kiss her. She's AIDS. And then it sucked to be on the football team because everybody was in a Nirvana. It's supposed to be like whatever. It's like, but I just did. Anyway. The point is, when you grow up in the time of AIDS, it's hard.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to find the.
Because it's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard.
I remember, man. It was bad.
Yeah, it was. Did you find it?
Got to wear condoms and stuff.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even just that.
Couldn't even get there.
AC Green was on a tour. Did you guys? Did AC Green come to your high school? AC Green was ruining lives.
Yeah, preaching abstinence.
He came to my high school and was like, I'm a virgin and it's cool. And all the girls were like, yeah, that's cool. And I was like, no, that's not cool. You're killing us. You're freaking killing us, AC.
Petros, can I tell you something? I lost my virginity when I was 22 years old before I joined the Navy, and I'm very proud of that. I waited a long time. Also, my wife does not have HPV, which I'm very proud of.
Congratulations to the lovely couple.
Virginity rocks.
I don't have HPV, but I'm pretty sure I'm a spreader.
Dormant. Exactly. Where are we going with that?
Because I just left a trail of dead.
We were talking frosh soft football, or no, water polo.
Stuff gets weird, man.
And then we were talking Wolverines, and then you were talking AIDS. Where were we going with that?
The girls were into the athletes.
Oh, there we go.
And that time, an athletic-bodied guy like you, I found it was a very difficult time. Everybody's clothes were huge. It was just a terrible time to grow up.
I didn't know how to close, Money, to be honest with you. I had a lot of opportunities, but I just didn't know what to do with those opportunities. I'm not a USC guy. I don't know how to party, bro.
I had a hard time, too.
You're driving around all of Southern California in what you call the Merch Merc.
Yes, the Merch Merc.
You got a Mercury?
1995 Mercury. It's clean. It belonged to a 98-year-old woman before I acquired it.
How many miles?
58,000.
When you got it?
Yes, when I got it.
Perfect.
What is it? Is that a nice champagne color?
It is a champagne color,
Yeah, it's
and
a beauty.
we spread love all throughout Southern California.
What are you throwing out there?
We're throwing out clothes. We're throwing out shorts. We're throwing out bug assault. We're throwing out pit vipers. If you guys see me on the road,
What's a pit viper?
That's what he's wearing. Look at those glasses.
One of the most popular sunglasses with the kids today.
Yeah.
Pit vipers.
So you are going from beach to beach, throwing stuff out.
Yep.
Freebies.
Absolutely.
How often do you find yourself being accosted physically by people that don't perhaps get it or don't know? That was always one of my favorite things about the surfer videos, the surfer.com videos, is the guys that didn't get it that looked as though they were about an inch away from punching you.
Yeah, quite often people tend to get really rough in the water, but it's mostly talk, right? Mostly
Right.
bark, no bite.
Not like a Point Break where he punches that dude. going
Most
by.
surfers don't know how to fight. It's the boogie boarders you got to watch out for.
Is that right?
Yeah, they're
Spongers?
they got bad hips, bad knees because they're into MMA. So leave the boogie squishies alone. The surfers, you're usually okay. They just like to talk.
How much when you see a sponger, like you see a dude walk into the beach and he's got his fins, like, and he's got his board, like what's the first thing that goes through your mind?
I say great. You do you, bud. The things you got to worry about are the stand-up paddle boarders.
Good boy.
These are the cockroaches of the sea. If you are on this thing, this lake back here, I'm fine with it. If you're in the lineup, beat it. Pound sand.
Matt is
I paddled out this morning. Every now and then I like to.
Matt Money Smith, it feels good to hold that paddle. I get it, buddy.
It does.
I get it.
Just take the waves early.
It's not my thing.
You upset
Good
everybody.
for you.
Now, what about the guy now in Orange County? Now I know that you're, almost from Needles, but in Orange County,
out there in Lancaster,
in the '80s, it was the skimboarding, where the dude would go flying and then hit the wave and do like 40 flips. What about that? Is that a kook, or is what is that guy?
So the skimboard is like the most common kook thing that you see. People bring the skimboard to the beach and they throw it down, they jump, they fall. But the real good guys are like the gnarliest guys ever. Laguna Beach is like the hub of it, and maybe Cabo San Lucas. Those are the two spots.
Have you ever seen a windsurfer actually surfing or only unloading and loading their car? All I've ever seen is the hours of loading,
Yes.
and I never see him in the sea.
I don't either. You don't. That's an excellent point. Petros, very observant.
Luke of the Day might be interested in my oceanic observation.
We would be. That was good.
You guys have to pass like a junior lifeguard test to work there?
Yeah.
Like you have to swim and jump off the pier.
You got to drink beer. You got to drink beers and basically go to the beach to be part of the Kook of the Day team, and we'll hire you.
I want to be on the team.
The Instagram is Jonathan Wayne Freeman. There is no H. That's correct, right?
That is correct.
Jonathan Wayne Freeman.
The airport's named after him here.
Exactly right. Bug Assault, Kook of the Day, Dark Seas, is that right?
Dark Seas, Bug
Pit
Assault,
Viper.
Pit Viper, all the people, everyone. I love you guys. This is seriously a dream.
You're the best.
Huge fan
It's a
of
dream
both
for
of
us.
you. And
it's our first major influencer we've ever had on the show.
It's such a fun word. I love being an influencer. I'm old, and I just want to encourage everyone in the audience, pick up a phone, screw around. You never know what'll happen.
Exactly right. Positivity.
We're not influencers.
Self-improvement.
But we're under the influence.
Got Bug Assault gear for everyone. We're giving out the merch.
Bug Assault, Pit Viper, Dark Seas, Kook of the Day, Jonathan Wayne Freeman, one of the great follows on Instagram. We cannot thank him enough. Drove all the way up from San Diego to come see us in Anaheim. Be sure to give him a follow. Absolutely love that he was able to make it out to one of our Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour stops. Remember, if you are watching online, do not step away. Tim Cates going to be on live, giving away Dodger tickets, Magic Mountain tickets on YouTube and Facebook at the AM 570 LA Sports feed. Sweet James Bergen are going to join us next.
you enjoyed every minute of it with Jonathan. That was great stuff. Petros, we got like an hour and 15 minutes left. Tour stop number 6. Your thoughts?
I think it's going well. You know, we don't really need some weird guest to talk about sports to upset people. You just want somebody to rile up the drunks even more. And that's what that did. You know, a lot of people are pretty riled up. And we have this body of water behind us. Just gorgeous. Check it out. Come on, Blacko. Stand over.
Yeah, that body of water, is it a lake? Is it a reservoir? What is it?
Cement factory runoff is what it is. A cement factory wash.
And there's actually fish in there?
Fucking coolest thing we've ever had. I mean, I love that thing. I want to die in it after the show with Bert.
It might happen. Bert will die in there. All right, right now.
These old freaking white dudes just freaking chopping it up.
Let's get a shot over here of these guys. Let's give away Dodger tickets right now. How about caller 5? Caller 5. 866-987-2570. 866-987-2570. Caller 5 right now and say what's up to Ronnie Fazio. Just chat him up. Say, hey, what's up, Ronnie? Thanks for all hard work. Thanks for everything you're doing right now, flying solo, in studio by yourself, doing a bunch of different things. Say hi to Ronnie. Tell him how much you appreciate him, and you're going to get Dodger tickets right now. 866-987-2570. Sweet Jay's Burgener is coming up. I'm sweating like a pig right now. It is so hot. More of the show coming up.
People forgive you for dressing like this. Sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado, the PMS Chevy Summer Tour. AM570LASports.com/Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
This is Petros and Money.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
From a secret off-site location, possibly in the Far East, possibly in Whittier, this is Vic the Brick Jacobs on the Petros and Money Virtual Chevy Summer Tour.
I'm Vic the Brick Jacobs here at the Zendo, and I have the virtual haiku for the Petros and Money Summer Tour. Let's face it, I have been throwing down the haikus for a long time, but these are very especial. Gonna bring you one of the heavy hitters, Vassegh, heavyweight lyricist from the 1600s. Here's a taste. Plum blossom scent in the mountain air, through the mountain pass, and up through the mountain trails. Vassegh. Petros and Money Summer Tour. This is it.
and Dave Weiss that we're taking the steel drum band with us.
Damn right.
We're taking these guys with us for the next 2.
Life of the party.
These guys,
paradise.
These guys are the key to a leisurely day in
Freaking
the
awesome.
sun by the reservoir. We're having the time of our lives in the Petros and Money Chevy Summer Tour live at Brewery X in Anaheim, California.
Get your X's up.
X is up. We got all kinds of people here, and everybody's just beautiful. Women, children, men's, everybody. The kook of the day, Jonathan. What a stud that guy is. John Wayne, the actual guy himself. The airport
named after him.
What a stud. And he gave us these awesome bug assault guns. But we can't be shooting guns filled with salt at each other or be by a festering body of water without our attorney present, Matt.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
It's pretty far.
For justice.
Like, that's a
Sweet
long
James.
walk up. That is a long walk.
A hell of a walk up.
James. Sweet 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 James.
There's only one dead spirit of justice at 800-500-5200. Sweet James Bergener. He cares about people and he drinks.
Damn
and
right
he
he
knows
does.
things.
He likes beer and he still likes beer.
He's always available 24/7 at 800-500-5200. And his metalhead lifestyle does not get in the way of being the most perfect and fabulous personal injury attorney of all time. And remember,
That's the truth.
do you guys remember we have an inquiry for Sweet James today?
We do.
I might even be willing to trade my bug assault gun to help out our friend, Vic the Brick Jacobs. Sweet James, what's cracking? How are you?
Oh, my gosh. I'm glad to be here. I see so many familiar faces.
I mean, what a great event.
Right. And
you brought the
bringing out the
gun.
gun.
You brought the gun. Yeah, the T-shirt can is here.
Let's go. Let's
Fire it off, Sweet
you know
James.
what, James?
Oh, no,
We got some low hanging. We got some low
I
hanging.
know. That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What is the inquiry today, boys?
So,
well,
have you been listening lately, James?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
we know you're a man of means.
Yes.
I mean, who else? You're the only guy we know that owns a T-shirt bazooka.
But his name on the side. It's not like you just rented that. Your name is on the
Now,
side.
I've wielded this bazooka
That's
in the
true.
past.
That's true.
And it's gotten me in trouble with the Palos Verdes Little League. Beautiful. You
Nice snag.
You saved that woman. You saved her.
Best listeners in the radio, right here.
They really are, Sweet
Period.
James. We have a way better than the lodge. But anyway, the point is, I'm kidding. I'm joking, of course. Sweet James Bergener, 800-500-5200. What we're asking, this is very delicate. We don't really know how to approach it.
Okay.
And
What is it?
well, first of all,
I think we just come out and say
Wait, wait, you guys don't know how
I
to
think
approach
we
it.
just come
How
out
do
and
you
say it.
guys not know how to approach it? You guys are the smartest radio show.
because we don't want to ask you.
How many fantasy football things have you won?
No,
And
yep.
you're amazing.
Here's
and
the thing.
Petros can
Here's the thing.
quote Socrates and Scooby-Doo in the same
Yes.
sentence and it'll make sense. You guys are the smartest guys on radio.
But
what is the problem?
But what is the toughest conversation to have with somebody? Asking them for money. Right?
Okay.
It
They
is
don't
always,
have
it is
money.
always hard
That's
to
all I
ask.
do
It
all
is
day long.
always hard to ask for money. And that's what separates you from everyone else is you are comfortable, you are confident, and you are freaking effective asking for
Yes,
money.
yes,
Damn it.
Here's our problem.
Millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in settlements.
Hundreds
That's
of
true.
millions accrued for hundreds of thousands of people.
Exactly right. You
Tens of
ask for
millions
money
a
and you're
month.
good at it.
And you could be Sweet James' next success story at 800-500-5200. Now,
We have a conundrum.
have
Okay.
you heard Vic the Brick on the air?
Yes, I've heard Vic the Brick.
He's on the phone,
Okay.
and no one will buy him a Comrex.
Oh,
iHeart won't buy him a Comrex.
I got him.
Vic won't, but,
Well, but here's the
here's
thing.
Here's the thing.
But no. Not just
We don't want you to buy him a Comrex.
we have a business problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if you guys know this, and it's a little bit weird.
It's a little inside baseball here, all right?
But
So here we go.
Sweet James Bergener is not the only personal injury attorney in California.
Everybody, boo!
Boo!
Now, when I first started working for him, I thought that he was the only one, like we were really trendsetters.
Right.
But it turns out this was a thing before him.
Who knew?
But that's okay. That's
knew?
okay. Here's the other thing, and this really got my nut.
This will chap the ass.
Some of those personal injury places here in California, they advertise here too. Not on this show. Not on this show. But
This
on
is
this
inside
station,
baseball.
interlopers.
Johnny come latelys.
Yeah, other guys that say they're going to do this and that. They don't have the relationships.
They're
that Sweet
riding
James- come
coattails.
on.
They're riding coattails.
Their shredder is like a horse crap little shredder. Sweet James is like you could kill a man in his shredder. Right, the point is this.
It's like that one in Fargo.
Yeah.
How long have I been with you guys?
15 years.
Yes.
Maybe 30.
Maybe.
It's hard to keep track. In my head, I don't remember. I kind of lost track.
And some shows.
What happened to our pizza?
It's turned into a
bucket of salt.
Salt gun. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. You look back and it's turned to salt, a pillar of salt. Okay. So here's the thing.
Yes, there's a qualifier here,
all
Sweet
right,
James.
all right.
All right.
What do
The
we got?
show before us, God help them, takes money from another personal injury guy.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly
It's
right.
despicable. It drives us crazy.
And that guy's a bitch.
He's a bat.
Straight bitch.
It's crazy to me. It's like
you just call him a bitch. How many beers did you have? God damn it!
It's like watching a guy beat a baby seal with a blackjack. That's how it feels to me when I hear other personal injury attorney guys on our station. Screw him, right?
Screw that guy.
So the point is this. I mean, and what's he going to get you? Nothing. Not when Sweet James is on the case.
Thanks for nothing.
What do you think you're going to get when Sweet James is on the case? Freaking helicopter as opposed to a mini. But the point is this. If we sponsor Vic's Comrex through Sweet James and Associates,
right,
awarded best attorneys in America.
Like Vic comes on with us at 3 o'clock and we say, presented by Sweet James Bergener, Accident Attorneys, 800-550-200. Every time he connects. Because you footed that.
You bought it.
Sure.
You bought the Comrex. So
$4,000.
When Vic goes
$4,000 bill.
Yeah. And when Vic goes on with the other show, even though that hour may be sponsored by some Philistine, he's still coming to you, courtesy of the Sweet James Bergener Comrex, live at the Zendome.
Do you know what?
At 800-550.
Do you know what? Vic has been a part of this show and this station for so long.
And
He's a bit of the soul of this
And he
station.
works for you.
I love him. I think the city loves him. We need to hear him, and I'm not afraid of a little competition.
Okay.
Let's
so
do
how
it.
about this, James? Try this on for size.
Now, we're not going to run this by our sales department.
No, it's just you.
We
So
always ask for
the Comrex.
By the way, more inside baseball. We always ask for forgiveness. We never ask for
we give him a
permission.
big,
He's trying to be peaceful about it.
Yeah.
You know me. I want to make things as uncomfortable as possible.
As you do.
For
likes to
everybody.
unleash the dogs of war.
Everybody involved. I want to figure out how can I get everybody to be uncomfortable. So what my idea is, he can only use the Comrex to come on the Petros and Money show.
Unless they acknowledge.
No, I would do that if it wasn't Vic the Brick. We need to hear Vic. More Vic is not a bad thing.
Isn't it great if he's on the phone with them and they're like, why are you on the phone?
Yeah, Vic, that can be up to Vic.
There's a great saying out there.
You're not helping me.
That-
I want this
it's
to be
not gonna rub me
terrible.
wrong,
I
brother.
want this to be painful.
There's a great saying out there that compromise
is
perhaps the second best lawyer in the world, other than Sweet James. Maybe we compromise. We let Sweet James's Comrex be used on other shows, as long as they acknowledge that it's on the Sweet James.
Will they acknowledge it?
There's no strings attached. It's Vic the Brick.
No, there has to be
No,
strings
no
attached.
strings
James,
attached.
no. God damn it, you're missing the point. There have to be strings attached. Do you understand? We need it to be a pain in the ass for people.
We'll do we'll do a poll. What are the listeners? What do they want?
What do they want?
Because I would just do. I would.
They
I
want
would do that.
strife
I
and
would do that
discord. They want
for
fist
Vic.
fights. That's what they want. They want strife,
If
discord,
it was
fist
anybody
fights,
else than Vic,
violence.
that's all there is.
I think we start a new Sweet James and Vic segment, because God knows the show before us needs it. And just get rid of those.
That's a shot.
No, seriously.
That's a shot.
What? And
That's
they
a,
could
that's
have
a hell of a shot.
Vic and Sweet James
Just talking.
on their Comrexes, beard to beard.
Yeah,
we can call it that, beard to beard.
I think
Brought to you by
myself,
Sweet James Bergener on the Sweet James Bergener Comrex.
myself and Justin Turner and Vic are the only people who have ever cut Vic's beard.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tens
do
of
that.
thousands of dollars
That's
is
true.
what you raised
That's right.
for that. So you're in? You're in
I'm
for
in.
the Comrex?
Absolutely.
The Sweet James Comrex, only to be used on the Petros
You know
and
what?
Money show.
Sweet James, it's like buying a Pikachu bank, piggy bank at the border. Flipping us,
Bag of
it's
Joes.
nothing. It's
Whatever.
nothing. It's just like feeding a
Hey,
dog.
guys, do you want two? Just in case the first one goes out? What do we need? What are we talking about?
One for one side of Vic's house and the other for the other side?
Come on. Of course.
All right, we're working on
Look at the
this.
stitching on those jeans, for God's sakes.
jeez.
My God.
How has not Seal Beach put you in jail yet? I mean, come on.
It'll happen. It's going to happen.
I'm
Might happen
gonna-
tonight.
I think you should run
You'll
for mayor.
bail me out.
You're running for mayor. We're
I
doing
met
this.
the mayor of our. I didn't realize there were multiple mayors. I thought I knew
Oh.
the mayor.
Civic.
Really?
Now I know the
Really?
mayor.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I really know the mayor.
And you
I
gonna
still want to
replace him?
sue. I still want to do class action. Still want a class action lawsuit against the parking.
Hi, Amir.
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 Yeah.
You must have Ubered down here. I know you did. God bless you all. We'll be right back. Sweet James, everybody.
Vic's going to be back next week.
Is there a better lawyer radio personality on earth? If there is, it's a lie. It's Harry Hamlin from LA Law. Or Corbin Bernsen.
Or Jimmy Smits. My personal
You're
favorite.
right. You got to be inclusive.
Exactly.
You got to be inclusive. And they were way
Jack
ahead
McCoy.
of it with the
Welcome back to YouTube and Facebook. Tim Cates with you here. We got one more hour to go of the 6th PMS Chevy Summer Tour. We talked about the skateboard. Yep. You guys are one of the only couples that are here. Like, there's not a couple that are here.
We just got engaged too, so.
It's a fun party set
We
here.
met at this brewery. So we came back together since we got engaged.
Hi, wait, just, you're here.
Dog too, yeah. We brought our dog. So. Almost a year.
A year ago.
Yeah. For August. It's next year.
We're all invited to the wedding next August. All you
It's open bar all night. We
open bar all night. We'll find out more details. We'll put it in the chat there for everybody on YouTube and Facebook.
bottom. Click on the link.
Do you listen as well?
I'm sorry?
Do you listen to the show as well? You like forced to listen because your fiance's listening?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's usually how it works.
I have it on, and she's like, "I want to change it." I was like, "No, I'm not." So yeah, it's my fault.
Do you find these guys more annoying? And like, how do you listen to these guys? They don't talk about anything like this. Really do anything?
You know, they're pretty funny. I will have to say they're pretty funny guys. So.
Now you see them in person. What they were?
I mean, they're everything I thought they were. So
They're great. They're very humble. They're awesome. carry that humor outside of the cameras. So I think that's awesome.
And I have the latest trade rumors surrounding the Dodgers coming up next on the Petros and Money Summer Tour.
This is Petros and Money.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
Hey, it's David Vassegh with your Dodgers Insider Report. And not only are the Dodgers exploring trades to bolster their starting staff, they're also looking at free agent pitcher Cole Hamels. That's right, that Cole Hamels. He pitched in a showcase for teams that were interested last week, and the Dodgers and Padres, from what I'm being told, are very interested after what they saw. From what I've been told, Chase Utley was at that showcase, and Utley and Cole Hamels were teammates in Hamels' prime with the Phillies. So if Utley gives the sign of approval, the Dodgers definitely would be interested to take a flyer on the left-hander to basically give themselves some veteran depth in their rotation. We'll send it back to Petros and Money in that wacky summer tour. See ya.
More orange than an orange.
Going it out, Vic. And you got a Comrex coming, bitch.
Yeah.
Petros and Money, AM 570
You
LA
guys
Sports.
are a pain in my ass.
Do you have any idea how, look, traffic was bad enough, but the calls I had to field on the way back to Agora Hills, you mother scratchers, you know how to stir it up. You really know how, all right?
A big shout out to all of our listeners here at Brewery X who have rolled in. There's so many of you, it's overwhelming to see all these people in this beautiful space to come see us by this cement factory and the reservoir. And we love the Hawthorne Police and the people of Anaheim.
Water can't be that dirty.
My 8th grade teacher, Mr. McKim, is
yeah,
here.
Mr. McKim.
The Villa Park Spartans are being represented in the house. Villa Park Baseball. Bug Assault. And all of our people, even Travis Whiteside is here. And this is just a thrill. A thrill, Matt. You know,
Silk Bra.
Silk is here. The PMS Listener Union is here.
Chuck the Asian.
Chuck the Asian, who we love.
Love him.
Everybody just having a great time and just great vibes all around. And again, a huge thank you to all of, we don't have a promotions department anymore because we laid everybody off.
They're furloughed. They might come back.
They're not coming.
As of now, they're furloughed, though.
It's like that Nirvana song, Lithium. I'm not coming back.
Guys, can I get you to take a haircut? We can save some jobs.
Yeah, okay. We took a
Sure.
haircut. And everybody,
Take a haircut?
We took a haircut and we still got fired.
There's nothing we can do.
We can't thank Bert Weiner living his last hour. Our engineer.
Hour my ass. He's got freaking 42 minutes.
Yeah, we went a little long with Sweet James, Bert. Sorry about that. Cut into your time. And then, of course, the time of your life, Pan Pacific Steel Drum Band.
Party life of the party, Pan Paradise.
Yeah, life of the party, Pan Paradise.
Yeah.
And I think we can all be in agreement in saying that it is the Steel Drum Band that has made this event.
Completely. It's set the tone. It is our baseline. It has put us in the mood. for these 3 hours today.
Oh,
everybody's in a great mood.
Nobody's tired during the breaks. It keeps the lead in all of our pencils.
Oh, a delicate disposition.
We love
Everyone's
it.
happy. This is great.
A big thank you to Ron, Tim Martinez from KISS, Oscar, Wacko Films.
Come on, Wacko's flying around with the camera.
4 touchdowns in one game.
Polk eye, dude.
Social Matt, of course, our hero, our Ethiopian champion who walked here, was from this area.
He's very proud of that, as he should be. When we're in your neighborhood, walk. Even if it makes no sense to walk.
Actually,
anyway.
He was on the the Olympics has the crew events, and they have like the skulls, the triple skulls, and all that. That's how he got here. He just kayaked with his crew right across this reservoir.
It's a hell of a current too. You had to fight.
But we're so grateful that you're here, and a big thank you to our sponsors, Chevrolet, of course. Sign up to win the brand new Chevy Silverado. We'll give it away in 2 events. Sweet James, Chef Merito, and Kieran Ichiban, #1 rap song. But this one, Brewery X, what a venue. I hate to leave and go anywhere else for the rest of the thing, man. I hate it.
Well, you got the He-Man thing going, though, on the Netflix. You got a watch party at your house, but a beautiful outdoor
Everybody's
party
going to wear that John Mayer thong, too, at the party. Just
Exactly
a
right, as they
really
should.
just full homoeroticism.
Are you going to have the breastplate, where your nipples are still showing, but your sternum is protected in case a sword comes just straight to the middle of your chest?
Yeah, it's tricky, but yeah.
It is tricky.
Yeah.
But it's a good look.
Well, it's it's hard to have a. You know what? Let's do the final hour.
All right,
fun
let's
fact.
do it.
I was going to start. Well, let's just do the fun fact, and then we'll break. Fun fact.
From groundbreaking to opening, as we are set up in Anaheim, Disneyland was built in just 365 days. July 17th, 1954.
My mother
it
was
began.
there in the first week that it opened. My mother was one of the guests.
Then your mother would know that on July 17th,
She's a little out to lunch.
1955, it was a disaster. Asphalt poured just hours before the gates opened.
Well, like
had
the
not
Rio
fully dried.
Olympics?
Exactly right. Like Russia, Sochi.
Don't say Greece. We were fine.
Women's spike heels sank into Main Street. VIP. Nah, what do you got there? Quicksand? Huh? What's going on?
Step right up. Oh, you can't step.
VIP passes were widely counterfeited. Double the expected number of people showed up. Rides broke down. There was a plumber strike. So Walt Disney had to
very
choose.
European. Usually, you get
right?
that. Yeah, in Paris.
What do you want? You want bathrooms? You want drinking fountains? And again, this is July 17th in Anaheim. It was hot. He said, run the bathrooms. People can have Pepsi. They can't pee in the street. It was a mess. But they opened in a year, and that's what they said they were going to do.
My mother was there on the Autopia.
Oh, beautiful.
Matterhorn, not an original ride, but old.
There's a basketball court at the top of the Matterhorn, inside the mountain. It's a break room with a basketball court. Figure that one out.
If you can beat the Yeti, it's
Oh,
like
God.
beating the King and the Duck. And White Men Can't Jump. If you can beat the Yeti. No one's done it yet. We'll be back. We got a whole nother
I thought maybe that was the soundtrack to the Matterhorn.
Oh, it'd be sweet. Oh, when you go by.
Oh, and that those red eyes.
That good Doppler effect.
Right?
No, this is a reissue of an Alice Coltrane album. But I heard that she was the recording voice for the Matterhorn monster, Alice Coltrane.
That's exactly right.
Now, we will be back. I wrote a rant about USC football. We'll save it for next week. We'll have a lot of Pac-12 talk next week. No, Matt wants to attack Kenley Jansen.
Yeah.
Oh, you love it. Come on. We'll be right back. Matt's going to attack David Vassegh and Kenley.
Like a Rottweiler.
Matt's going to bring up the advanced stat that Dave didn't want to hear.
You and Joe Davis. And your boy Jonah.
And then, how's he doing?
Why is he my boy? He's in jail. Freaking prison. Beat up his wife. Allegedly.
We will have a dead and alive guy birthday the day after that. Live from Brewery X. Can't tell you how wonderful it is to see all these beautiful people here. And the kook of the day, Jonathan, is still handing out stuff.
Came armed with a whole host of goodies for the people.
Apologize. She came from Santa Fe Springs and has been drinking Coronas. So I think we should do a little happy birthday.
All right. If you all can't dig on my melodious voice, you can just get out and walk on them precious bunions of yours. But I would lead you in this rendition of Happy Birthday because you know what? She earned it. She had COVID earlier. God love her. It only took her 3 days to kick its ass. And she's here with us today. And you know what? Nothing says happy birthday like a Chef Merito gift bag / basket. There's some spices, sweetheart. Get cooking. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Ready? 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, round of applause for Yolanda. God love her. We haven't seen her since 2018. Great to see you, Yolanda. Bless you. Happy birthday. Real quick before the steel band gets going, our friend Steve Van Doren was out earlier. He is just the best. He left us with a bunch of prizes. Before you all leave, want to give one away. And one of the great stops on the Petros and Money tour was always our Vans. How many people here came out to a Vans party before? Man, Steve Van Doren setting up half pipes, driving the shoe car. Christian Asoy, a whole bunch, Steve Caballero, all the folks coming out to hang out with us. It really was a great party year in and year out. So to give this away, the first person that can yell out the name of the individual that we would interview every year when we did our Vans party, that was the centerpiece of the love letters to skateboarding. Exactly right. Congratulations, sir. The late Jeff Grosso was our man who would come on every single year, one of our favorite people. Exactly. That's fake the Vic the Brick and fake Sweet Jim's. All right, I'm done with this, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We love you. Yeah.
Let's give it up for Petros and Money.
Petros and Money.
He's amazing.
Don't forget to do your part. If you want to keep the PMS Chevy Summer Tour going, you've got to sign up to win the Chevy so we can give one away. AM570LAsports.com, keyword Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
and Money Show live from Brewery X in Anaheim. What a time to be alive by the cement refinery in beautiful Anaheim of Glassell, excuse me. It is our final hour, and we have lost control of the show. Heavy drinking.
30 minutes left.
Sweet James, David Vassegh, Jonathan Wayne Freeman, the kook of the day. We've had such a great time. So much fun. But it is time.
Just keep it going.
For the top story of the day.
I mean, you know what it is? It's the spoonful of sugar. Keep it going. There's a million ways to illustrate this.
I just feel like I'm about to be killed in a Bond movie.
It's
but
possible.
I don't care.
Yeah, keep it going. I think this is a good analogy. I believe it to be. I hope it is. And I don't mean for it to be a negative. She was totally fine. There's not a negative associated with it. My daughter was in a bad car wreck when she was 17.
That's right.
Terrible car wreck. She was traumatized. Said she never wanted to drive again. Now, what did I do the very next day? Did I put her on the 710 East at 5:30 p.m. so she could figure out the tractor trailers going 60 miles an hour in the middle lane and the right lane being gridlocked from the 405-710 interchange? Babe, get back on that horse and figure it out.
Like the whole dad catches you smoking, so he makes you smoke a carton until you die?
No, I didn't. We gradually eased her back. You know what? Let's just drive around the neighborhood. Dad'll drive with you. I'm riding shotgun with you. We're good, right?
Okay.
I don't care what Kenley's ERA is. I don't care how many blown saves he has compared to Craig Kimbrell. The guy was shaky in Colorado. You know what's sad about that with the Kimbrell thing? Like, as stupid as that is.
All I ever think about is Mary Hart making fun of him.
Every time I see it, I think about how stupid it was.
How dumb Mary Hart looks.
Yes.
It's like Mary Hart.
Like, what are you doing?
Stay in your lane.
What are you thinking?
Stay in your lane, Mary
Hart. That is not going to affect that guy.
That ain't John Tesh over there on the mound. You're not going to be able to freak him out.
That was 25 years ago, Mary Hart. What are you doing? Sit down and watch the game, damn it. And oftentimes we see people we recognize in those home plate seats. And we end up getting into a text thread with one another, wondering certain things.
Don't look at me. The point is this. Kenley has blown
3 in a row
since Sunday.
3 in a row.
Hey, he's a person with feelings.
He is.
Feelings.
But this is sports, and feelings don't matter.
They matter.
They don't matter a damn bit.
They're everything.
Why would you bring the guy out again against the Giants when Blake Trinan had thrown 7 freaking pitches? There's no reason to bring the guy out in a high-pressure situation. Just save him for Colorado.
I can play the devil's advocate.
Please.
And I'll say this. What if that guy actually got called for the check swing and Kenley did? Then Kenley's confidence the lead would be back in his pencil.
The problem is, by that time,
it's a calculated risk.
It was already gone. He had already given up a freaking rocket shot center field double off the wall.
That was a piss rod.
He had already walked a bunch of dudes. It was already a disaster of an inning. Kenley clearly doesn't have it. And here's the crazy thing about it is you had multiple opportunities. There were crossroads in that inning. Time after time after time to go get his ass out of the game. Instead, they left him out there.
That's not a rule that you have to leave the guy out
3
there.
hitters.
Like old-timey football where if you go in at the beginning of the quarter, unless you're dead, you can't leave.
3 hitters.
It's not like that. You can take a guy out. You can give him the hook.
You can go give him the hook.
We could take the cane from our good-looking listener here and just...
First mistake is going to Kenley in the first place. Blake trying to throw 7 pitches and mowed down 2 dudes, inherited a runner. No issue. Just send him back out. 7 pitches is all it took him. 0 stress. It's not about the innings. It's about the stressful innings. That was not a stressful inning for Blake Trinan. It's like he wasn't even in the game already anyway. So just send him back out and see if he can take care of it.
Yeah, you got to
give Kenley the night off.
Husband-wife Dodger fan group.
Yes. So that's number 1.
It's like a political rally here.
Second mistake, to borrow a phrase of yours. As soon as Solano hit that piss rod.
He hit a real piss rod.
I mean, straight to center off the freaking fence. You're like, you know what? That guy hit that ball freaking hard.
Yeah.
Let's go get Kenley. Hey, he doesn't have it tonight. The velocity is not. It's at 96. He's pitching his ass off. It's not. It's at 91, 92. It's flat. It's puss. Go get him.
You knew you were going to say puss.
Of course. Any chance I get, I got to put puss in there.
Down to 6 miles. That's how far I drew.
That 28 minutes. That just don't call the clouds. That is the second opportunity to go get him, and then the third when the game is tied. The game is tied.
That's what surprised me.
It's 3-3.
Like you leave him in. Like
what are you doing?
Maybe the Dodgers can win in 14 innings here. Or
Exactly.
Something. But yeah,
No.
that was curious.
And then after it's 5-3, what do? You bring in the guy with the wacky hair, Bickford, and he gets what was that? The final out of the game on the only pitch that he threw. One pitch is all it took that guy to get out of that inning, but the Dodgers had fallen behind by 5. The incompetence is baffling. It is truly, completely, inexplicably baffling. And there is only one explanation, I believe, for it. And that is that Dave Roberts doesn't want Kenley to be his closer come October. And you might as well.
You think he's just frying him?
I think you expose the weakness in July.
84th Olympiad agrees.
Right? You expose the weakness in July. So look at that thing. That'll take out a knee.
Hey, they might have an issue with, guns and firearms and stuff, but at least we can have salt guns and shoot each other up, right?
Knock your nipple off.
Ain't that America?
That's the only explanation I have is that Dave Roberts is like,
he wants to wreck him.
The trade deadline is coming up on the 31st. If these guys think I can go into October with this guy as my closer
after last year,
they're crazy. So I need to expose him so they will go out and trade for somebody else in the bullpen.
Isn't he convincing? There's a lot of nodding heads around it. I used to do that when I first started working with him.
Here's the thing.
A lot of nodding heads like, yeah, that's making sense.
And then he figured out it's all presentation. There's no substance. There's nothing to it.
No, I believe you, though.
I'm going to go back to 1980.
You're right, though, Matt. It is a little...
I'm going to go back to 1980.
Niedenfuhr?
It's a hell of a year.
A lot of people are pissed about Niedenfuhr.
Well, Niedenfuhr. 1980. Goose Gossage finishes third in the MVP race. Third in Cy Young voting. The man started 0 games. Of his 33 saves, 13 were 1 inning or less. Of 33.
Different time.
20 of his saves covered more than the 9th. He had 11 that were between 1 and 2. And yes, simple math tells us that he had 9 that were 3 innings to save a game. The salad days. When you'd leave a guy out there until he didn't have it anymore.
And then he'd kick Lasorda in the balls.
Straight in the balls. It's what we want. Hall of Famer. Check this out. And you know who we owe this to? We owe it to the Oakland A's. Because when they traded for Dennis Eckersley from the Chicago Cubs, they converted him into an exclusive 1-inning closer. And he was so exceptional at it that it became a copycat league. Hall of Fame fireballer closer Lee Smith, 1983, 29 saves. 19 of his 29 were more than an inning. 6 were 3 or more innings in 1983. Eckersley shows up in 88.
3 or more innings?
3 or more innings for a save. This guy, Hall of Famer.
What is he, Kenyan? A marathon runner?
Right? Next thing you know, Lee Smith in 1991, 1 inning only. Completely transformed the position. Didn't make sense whatsoever. Now, there is a balancing act, I believe. All I'm saying is
push.
That's
what you're saying.
He's dealing. The guy is freaking dealing.
Push.
Leave him in there. Use your eyes. Enough with the data and the 3-ring binders and the nerds and the 1-inning only. Like, this is what I don't understand. I am not an accomplished athlete. You can perhaps speak to this. What happens when you sit on a bench for 7 minutes? Does your arm somehow lock up? Does your body go cold? What happens? Starters go out there 6-7 innings at a time, and they're totally fine. Their arm isn't compromised. Somehow Blake Trinan isn't built the same way.
Let's be honest.
As freaking the Catman, Tony Gonsolin, who can go back out there for multiple innings. His arm's not built right.
Anyway,
Hey, crazy talk.
I want to say that, pretty cold out there at Chavez Ravine this time of year.
I mean, didn't seem to affect Walker Buehler at all, who went out after sitting down 7 times.
Oh, did he have a wasted gem?
Completely wasted
perhaps
gem.
Did Julio, you're a racist, have one the night before?
Completely wasted. The Dodgers' top 2 pitchers. Why? Because continually this front office and this management team wants to make fetch happen. And you know what?
Maybe they just want to get rid of him, like you said.
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
But what about Vassegh, who says it's not dire and Dodger fans are spoiled?
Vassegh is
and
compromised.
They're delusional.
Vassegh is compromised.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing to say.
He is compromised.
Oh, I see all these nodding heads. What do you know?
He's compromised by relationship, and it's understandable. We have fallen under the trance of Kenley Jansen. He is a large, intimidating figure. He is a sweet soul, and we all want him to succeed. However, my final point, let's go back to the glory of 1988.
What a year.
What a year, right? You want to know what the Dodgers bullpen looked like in 19... First of all...
I thought the curse of 88 was 88 and out the gate, but apparently not.
We're going to revisit it now. There is not a single reliever on the Dodgers that has more innings pitched than games played. Meaning, on average, they pitch an inning or less every time they go out. No questions asked. Every single one. There is not a single reliever.
From the 80s?
From this current Dodger team. When we go back to 1988 and the glory of that World Series team, Jay Howell, 50 games, 65 innings. Alejandro Peña, 60 games.
What a name.
94 innings. Brian Holton, 45 games, 84 innings. And Tim Cruz, 42 games, 71 innings. The guys pitched multiple innings. You know why? Because Tommy Lasorda used his eyes. He's like, that guy still got it. I'm leaving him out there. Or that guy doesn't have it anymore. I'm going to give him the hook.
Look at this. Look at this. Inspiring.
You can take your 3-ring binders and you can put them on the boat that Bert's going to be on in 15 minutes and burn it at the sea.
Yeah, Wicker Man. You're a virgin, right?
Tired of it. The nerds have ruined everything.
You proponed for the nerds.
I'm a nerd.
God damn it.
Not an athlete.
You ruined
I recognize what we've done.
You wrecked baseball.
I'm atoning for my mistakes.
We'll be back with more PMS Dead and Alive Guy. Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck with Tim Cates from here and City Hope Dodger pregame in a moment. Thank you so much for being here at the PMS Chevy Summer Tour stop at Brewery X.
You're clear. We got 6 in it.
Again, we are almost done with tour stop number 6 of the Petros and Money Show Summer Tour. The guys are getting to wrap things up here with the Dead and Alive Guy birthday of the day. I'll have Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck coming up in just a couple of minutes. Great crowd, great people, a great location. Thank you to everybody at Brewery X. Thanks to Matt. Thanks to Dave Weiss, Tim Martinez, Oscar. Thanks to Wacko. The guy does yeoman's work. Thank you so much, Wacko. Let's give away Bellator tickets. 2 pair right now to Bellator MMA Featherweight World Grand Prix Finals to see Patricio Pitbull and AJ McKee Saturday, July 31st at the Forum. 2 pairs right now. Callers 8 and 9. Call and say hi to Ronnie and tell him how much you love his playlist. Tell him how much you love all the music he plays on the show, and you're going to get a pair of tickets to Bellator. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of it. I wish I could give you a sneak peek as to where the next tour stop is, but we don't know. Because of LA County and everything, we're trying to figure it out. But then, thanks to Brewery X and the fine folks here. God bless America. God bless our troops. Thank you to everybody who serves. law enforcement, everybody, first responders, Brewery X in Anaheim. Again, thank you, everybody. Petros having a great time dancing with the steel drums. Again, thanks to everybody. Let's enjoy the rest of the show.
Throw some money.
Don't forget to do your part. If you want to keep the PMS Chevy Summer Tour going, you've got to sign up to win the Chevy so we can give one away. AM570LAsports.com, keyword Chevy. Strong for all the roads ahead.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on select popular Chevy SUVs. Plus, get interest-free financing for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Not all personal injury law firms are the same. Experience counts. Results matter. If your case is important to you, call us now for a free consultation.
Buzzed, push 1.
Mercifully coming to an end is the Petros and Money Show live from Brewery X in Anaheim. A huge thank you to everybody that showed up. We'll flip our Dead and Alive guy birthday of the day to Monday and
celebrating a birthday this week. That's what's coming.
That's what's coming.
That's what's coming. You know what? I have a feeling we're going to be here for a little while.
Celebrating a
After we sign
birthday
off.
this month.
Exactly. This month.
But a big thank you to
Bert.
We're going to listen. Two things.
You know what? We forgot a technicality.
Two things. Two things are going to live until at least
Technicality.
next week. The secret text also reveal will be
Sold out to Chevy.
next Friday. Unless you look, I'm here. If you want it, I'll give it to you, for God's sake. Next Friday will be the on-air reveal. Sorry, you effed up. You trusted me. 2, Bert gets a stay of execution till next week because he has a colonoscopy scheduled this week.
And he has to do Dodgers on deck. We forgot that Tim Cates has to do Dodgers on deck.
That's part of it, too.
So there's no one to engineer the hour of great programming that is coming following the Petros and Money Show. Bert, it's a stay, but it's on a BS technicality.
Yeah.
And your ass is dead.
We got Rotor-Rooter out there. You're like Bill Cosby. You're lucky. We got Rotor-Rooter out there just waiting to shove the thing in Bert's colo just to make sure. Because we don't want to kill him when he, before he gets his colonoscopy.
No, you got to figure out what's going on up there.
Make sure his ass is on.
Every man, get your numbers. Check your levels.
Check your rectum.
Exactly right. Check your levels.
And a huge thank you to Tim Martinez, Wacko, Ron, Oscar, Social Matt, Ronnie Fascio. What can we say about our steel drum band?
Right? Big round of applause. Phenomenal. We're going to try to drag you guys with us. We got 2 more of these things. We would love to see Life of the Party, Pan Paradise.
Pan Paradise.
That's right. Peace between the 2 of you. Peace.
It really changes the vibe. Like, we would have had an angrier, more heated vibe.
Well, Bert would be dead.
We'd be choking each other.
They would demand his life.
Look at Weiss. His arm is swelling. He looks like he's like, God, are you going to be all right?
Cat scratch fever.
Yeah, the point is we've sacrificed a lot to be here, and we sure appreciate it. But the best thing about this event, Dave Weiss, who organized it, got us this great steel drum band.
Awesome.
Don Martin, Brian Blackmore, all of our people, a huge thank you because it's been a great time. We'll tell you about our next summer event on Monday when we do the Dead and Alive Guy birthday that we didn't get to today.
And a big thank you to Sweet James Bergener, 800-500-5200. He's going to buy Vic a Comrex. And Rogan and Rodney, you can't use it. You can't use it. I'm setting the terms.
Don't lose me any sponsors.
You can't use it. Also, thank you to Jonathan Wayne Freeman. He is still walking around with a ton of gifts for you, our listeners in person. Bug Assault, Pit Viper, Dark Seas, at Jonathan Wayne Freeman, a freaking stud driving up from San Diego. Huge thank you to David Vassegh. You'll hear him on Dodgers on Deck with Tim Cates next. Came on in the first hour. And how about our host, Brewery X?
Thank you, Brewery X. Stay put. If you want to keep the party going, Tim Cates is going to do Dodgers on Deck for a whole hour, and it doesn't look like anybody wants to go anywhere. God bless you, and we'll see you at the next event. And God bless Orange County.
And a reminder, City of Hope physicians and researchers are relentlessly working together to turn powerful science into life-saving new cancer treatments. Learn more at cityofhope.org. Dodgers, Rockies, David Price, Chi-Chi Gonzalez. Coming up next, Dodgers on Deck with Tim Cates.
Chi-Chi, get the yayo.